I assure you, I won't surprise you and play Death Stranding. Um, can you guys? You can hear me? Can you? Okay, tell. But you, what do you see on the screen? Because I'm getting this thing telling me I've got a an error visually. Like, do you guys see the thumbnails for Battletoads and Dark on the screen? You can see the thumbnail. Okay. Weird. It's not showing up for me. All right. Well, who gives a fuck? As long as it works, man. Hello, Thomas. Good to see you, man. All right. We'll get started in just 1 second, fellas. No, I'm not in the toilet, you fuck. Hang on a minute. For some reason, we were having some technical difficulties. It looks like everything's taken care of now. There was a storm last night, says Tommy, and the power was cut until 2 p.m. the next day. Well, that sucks. Look at my Twitter notifications. I don't want to. Are you trying to tell me about the WWE Thunderdome? Is that what you want to talk about, Hogwash? Is that what you want to tell the world about? It is pretty cool. Why don't we kick that off? We, as always, talk a little bit about what's happening in the world of entertainment, mostly video games. Hello, Rob the Mod. And then we jump in. We're going to play some Battletoads today. Played a little bit last night. We're going to start it from scratch, but we'll talk about it. And then we're going to play a really interesting looking game called Dark, which is kind of like in the vein of Inside, Limbo, Little Nightmares, whatnot. So it should be some pretty good stuff to play today. Yeah, Rob the Mod. Okay, so now you can see me. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, but as long as you guys can see me, I'm good to go. Let me show you real quick what Hogwash sent and what he's talking about. So I guess in the age of COVID, even though it turns out that a bunch of wrestlers have already tested positive for the COVID, but I guess, they've been doing the audience, if you watch wrestling, behind plexiglass, and they haven't been that much of an audience. I think they're just WWE employees and other wrestlers. I guess this is just a big video screen with real-time response. I don't know if it's going to be absolutely instant, right? I mean, how is that? It seems like there'll be a delay. So if somebody does some great move, people may be cheering at various times, and you're like, why are they cheering? You did that move like 5 seconds ago. So I don't, but look, man, you do what you got to do. I mean, to Vince McMahon's credit, the man is like, the show must go on. Whereas a lot of people have been like, yeah, fuck it, we're not doing it. So, I mean, it's creative. It's interesting. So I'll give it a watch. Katy Perry's new music video for Smile. She's playing video games the whole time. Is she really Afro-Alley? I just saw a video online about Katy Perry questioning whether her day in the sun is over. If people are like, she's never going to be the biggest pop star in the world again. She probably isn't. I saw her in concert with my kids. She was great. I like her music. I do wonder about that. I don't know why I wonder about that, but it does fascinate me. What is that like to go from that level of fame and import and relevance? Well, let's see who this is. I'll be right back. So, it's just, parenting. I got to parent. My number one job is to be a goddamn parent, as it should be. Hang on. Oh, there we go. Isn't this compelling streaming? When you have the children, folk, if you don't already, it's my manager saying to get a job. I don't have a manager. The manager I had, the only time in my career I've ever had a manager was when for movies and television, when I first sold something to TV. And that guy ended up getting shot by the mafia and killed. So... there you go. That tells you how good I didn't need a fucking manager. No goddamn movie director, television creator needs a fucking manager. That's how little I knew about the industry I was trying to get into. I had an entertainment lawyer. We had a manager. Absolutely insane. James Gilchrist, you played Vanquish all night. It was amazing. See, isn't that something? I'll tell you what, man. I'll tell you what. That is a hell of a game. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I fucking love it. Yeah, that's my connection to the mafia, Thomas. Is exactly right. Okay. So anyway, Katy Perry, I don't get it. I don't get how you go from the height of heights to just being another popular singer. But I mean, that's not true. I guess I do get it. I guess I've lived that a little bit. I've been top of the food chain when it comes to video games. Then now I'm not, and it doesn't really bother me. It doesn't. It's not this traumatic thing. It's just life. So I guess it's probably the same for her if she's healthy about it. I wonder if she sits around and she's like, I've got to get back to the top of the mountain. It's interesting I think that, because I have a number of people who come at me all the time on Twitter and this stream in various ways they communicate with me, and they act as if the natural inclination is to want to get back to the top of the mountain. And when I hear somebody apply that assumption to me, it always feels strange, like I don't really care about being back at the top of the mountain. I've been there before. I know what that is. I want to look for new mountains. But when I think about it applying to other people, like it's hard to imagine Katy Perry and go, you ruled the fucking roost, lady. How can you not want to be there again? But I guess that's true. I guess that's true. I did check it out. Yajiro says, Jaffe, there's an interesting gameplay trailer called Black Myth Wukong. What's really weird about that is a lot of people have been talking about this. I saw Corey Barlog tweet it today. Let me bring it up real quick. So if you haven't seen it, you guys can know what he's talking about. I honestly don't get the big deal. I've only scrubbed through it, but people are like, oh my God, this looks amazing. And I'm like, this just kind of looks like a top-down or isometric view Diablo game. But let me just show you a couple seconds of it. What is it called? It is called Black Myth. Black Myth. Here we go. I think this is new gameplay. This is PS5, and this is next gen. Next gen. Okay. I think it's next gen. All right, here we go. PS5, PC. Okay, so this is it. Yeah, you guys are saying it looks sick. Mario says it looks fucking great. Okay, we're not going to watch the whole thing. Let's just watch a couple of minutes of it and talk about it, because I'm curious. Maybe I didn't watch the right footage. But people are absolutely going, oh, this looks fucking amazing. All right, here we go. I'm just going to scrub around, so I'm not going to watch all this. I'm not watching all this shit. I'm not watching your cinematics. I don't give a fuck. Don't give a fuck. I want to see gameplay. Is that gameplay? That looks like gameplay. All right. Well, that's kind of interesting. Okay, here we go. Right, this is the stuff that I was watching. And can you hear it? Yeah, you can hear it. I was watching this and just going, it's fine. Am I missing something? Should I scrub through something? Scott says the shape-shifting, hang on, the shape-shifting and summoning in combat looks sick. Okay, let me check the boss fight. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It looks cool, but I'm not, you know. But yeah, maybe it gets really better. I have always been, and again, this is because I'm Western, I have never understood the Eastern fascination with the Monkey King. They love that fucking story. They'll make movies, they'll make VR experiences. They've made numerous games about the fucking Monkey King, and it's got to be something like maybe Paul Bunyan over here. Paul Bunyan's not a big fucking deal. There's got to be an American comparison that we go, or a Western comparison that we go, oh, okay, you know, they don't get it over there, but we really respond to it. I don't really get the fucking Monkey King. I didn't say it wasn't. So Mario says the ability blocking was cool. It's not that it's not cool. It's just that, you know, I mean, let me ask you this, Mario. Are you jazzed about the graphics? Like maybe I was expecting, because people are saying this is next gen, that's what we're watching this for. If you're actually looking at it from the nuance of combat, I haven't been looking at it from that. I mean, it looks like a normal, well-made combat game. But fair enough. Here you go. Yeah. I mean, that's cool. But, you know, I kind of did something similar in was it Fallen Order, the one from EA this year? Where you kind of block laser bolts with the fucking lightsaber. All right, let's jump ahead to some bosses. Let's see. Okay, here's one. This looks pretty cool. Now, again, I don't know if this is real time. If that's real time, that's fucking visually impressive as fuck. That's beautiful. Look at that fur. Oh, that's beautiful looking. Okay, all right. I'll shut the fuck up now. That's gorgeous looking. Holy shit, that looks nice. Holy shit, that looks really good. Look at the lighting and the fur. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, you guys. What is this running on? Is this PS5? Is this high-end PC? Is this the new... Oh, that's cool. All right, I'm wrong. I'm fucking wrong. You guys were right. Thanks for pushing me to watch the fucking thing. I hope it's not fucking one of these fucking Bloodborne games, because I won't play it if it is. Too hard for me. It's running on PC. Okay. Yeah, it looks great. Look at that fucking monster, man. If you would have shown me that in isolation, I would have been like, yeah, but you can't really have that in gameplay. Guess you fucking can. Guess you fucking can. Look at that. That looks so good. Goodness gracious. Oh, okay. Isn't that pathetic? Isn't that pathetic, though? Doesn't that speak volumes about how shallow I am? The combat, if this, here's what it should be. I should be able to look at this, and shame on me, and shame on you. I should be able to look at this, and it should be fucking PS1 era graphics, but the gameplay should be what makes me go, oh, I want to play that, right? Not that I'm not shamed because I think it looks great. It looks fucking gorgeous. But I suddenly now want to play it, not watch it. I want to play it just because it looks good. Doesn't make any goddamn sense. That doesn't make any logical sense. Let's keep watching for another few minutes. I agree, Michael McGee. Graphics don't matter. Graphics don't fundamentally matter. I absolutely agree with that. And as great as this looks, if it's not fun after 10 minutes, I'm over it. But, you know, I am just saying it is interesting that suddenly I see this big monster that looks cool and I want to fight it. I don't know. Yeah, so that's interesting. Popcorn says experiencing visuals. I'm assuming what you're saying, good visuals, is fun too. Yeah, it can be. Yeah. It's not the dark side, Rob. Rob says embrace the dark side, Jaffe. It's not that it's the dark side. It's just that, you know, I don't know. This looks great. Let's watch a few more minutes. Okay. Whatever. Let's move on. See, I'm over it now, but it's beautiful. Okay, let's see. Is there another boss? Is there another big monster? A summoning monster, you said? What's nice? What's nice is it doesn't look like fucking open world bullshit. Thank God. I'm so sick of that shit. Jaffe, you should watch the whole gameplay trailer. I will eventually. I don't want to watch it on the on the stream. Look at that. Did you see that? If that's real time, that's crazy. Hold on. I got to see that fucking bug again. Look at that. Who made this fucking game? Who made this fucking game? This thing looks great. Damn. I don't know who the developer is, Delroy, but it's okay. Check out this fucking bug. Well, maybe it's indie Chinese. Indie? God, they're indie? Jesus, where'd they get their money from? So it's from China. All right, so here's the question. If they said, you can play this, but you got to enter all your fucking data to play it. So the Chinese have your data. Would you is that how hardcore are you? I'm not that hardcore at all. If they said, Jaffe, here's the deal. You can play it, but you can't mock Winnie the Pooh ever again or mock Z again with Winnie the Pooh. And you have to give China all your fucking data that we can spy on you. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Yujiro says he'd do it, though. Most of you guys say nope. Okay, fair enough. So this is Chinese God of War. I see what they're doing. Look at that. That's a movie, though. Oh, he's riding on a... Is that real time? Fuck you. Is that real? Fuck you. Oh! Okay, you know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. I hate that. Here's what I hate. I hate YouTube reaction videos because people, as they should, people always call out people for being fake. But these responses are not fake. This looks fucking amazing. This looks really fucking good. You know me. I would never bullshit you guys. If I see something that's cool, I tell you it's cool. This looks fucking cool. Let's keep watching. Was that Cloud with the snake real time? God damn. When's this coming out? Mario, you were right. I was wrong. I got no problem admitting that shit. Goodness gracious, that's a pretty... What the fuck is this guy doing? Is he touching himself? What's he doing? Isn't that sad that my initial thought is is he touching himself? Like, is that the sound, Jaffe, you make when you touch yourself? Listen to this. It's like it's painful. It's like, oh, guys, I gotta touch it. What's he doing? And it turns out that's some like ancient Chinese song that's totally, religious and meaningful. And, I'm going to get hit people coming down after me. God of War is literally Wan Yu. Chinese God of War. I want to see that Cloud thing real quick. Then we'll move on. That's great, you guys. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. I was going to bypass it because it just looked average. No, this is the shit. This is what I'm curious about. This one right here, how is that real time? It's possible, but look how good the environment looks. And then this fucking giant monster with all the fucking bones and shit in it, and he's riding on the fucking thing. That's pretty cool, you guys. All right. Anybody know when this is coming out? Victor says it's still in development. All right. The game looks good. You can never say I don't like indie. Yeah, this isn't indie, though. This is probably... it's not indie in that sense. They've got funding behind them. I don't know. The game is 3 hours long. That's okay. I like 3 hour games. I don't like long fucking games. What's interesting is, I don't know what the budget on this fucking thing is. But and I know in certain countries, development like Poland is really cheap. I don't think China is one of those places in the sense that you're making this for pennies on the dollar compared to American dollars. This is still an expensive title, but I assume that'll be interesting. So you're saying they're still looking for developers. It comes out in 2021. There's no release date. The team is very small. I hear you. If the team is I don't know how they make this if the team is very small. You're betting it's cheap? How Shaolin says he's betting this game is cheap. How is this game cheap? You can't go to the Unity Asset Store and buy this shit. You can't buy this shit at the Unity goddamn Asset Store. You got to fucking make this shit by hand, man. Anyway, it looks great. It looks fucking great. I appreciate you guys bringing it to my attention. Somebody was asked, it's not skill. It's got nothing to do with skill, Shaolin. Shaolin says it's because skill. Skill takes you so far, but when you're basically doing complex work, especially on next-gen platforms, it's sure, skill's important, but you also just have time of talented people that has to go in there. Anyway, whatever. I don't know. You don't know. We'll find out together. This was made in dreams, right? So, okay. Somebody was asking me, let's stay on games for a little bit. We'll get to Battletoads pretty soon. I want to watch one more thing with you guys real. Okay, well, Dell was asking me about the Netflix movie Cuties. Let me just touch on that real quick. I didn't even know what this was about. I saw last night Netflix tweeted out something saying, we apologize for the promotional material that we used to promote this French movie called Cuties, which I guess won a bunch of awards at Sundance or something. But I guess it like is inappropriate. People are saying it sexualizes young kids. I have, I don't know what it is. It doesn't sound interesting to me. Netflix says, no, that's not what it is. That just happened to be some of the footage we showed and it looked that way. We've changed the footage. That's not what this is. So, I think it was clearly a brain fart. I don't even want to put what I'm looking at on screen. There's nothing pornographic about it, but given YouTube, I don't want anyone to think that we're actually showing this stuff if it is deemed, inappropriate. But it's just some really clearly young girls, they look like they're 10 or 9, and they're kind of in some kind of trying to be like grown-up model poses is what it looks like. I don't fucking know. I mean, I've never heard of the movie until the controversy. I don't really have any interest in a movie about. It says it's a movie called Cuties about 11-year-olds in a twerking dance group. I like all kinds of movies, but that one doesn't really. Oh, now this is interesting though. Oh, some of the reviews claim it's a commentary on the sexualization of children. Well, that is interesting because that happens in our society and it's tragic and it's gross and it's disturbing and it's an important issue to figure out what the fuck is wrong with us in this society. So if the movie is actually exploring why we do that, how we do that, I would watch that. I'm fascinated by that. I had a college professor who wrote books on this subject and people accused this guy of being a pedophile, one of the smartest fucking guys at USC. He's like, dude, I'm writing about how this is awful. You have to be able to look at this shit and discuss it and go, what is wrong with us? So no, that's interesting if that's what it's about. Okay. Great King says, I don't want to see that shit. Well, don't watch it then. Don't fucking watch it. Hello, Jack. Good to see you, man. Jaffe, what do you think of Facebook making Oculus users link their Facebook accounts? I think it's shitty. I have Facebook. I don't really care. I rarely go on it. I just go on it for family. Back in Birmingham, I think it's dumb. I think it's not a great move when they're trying to sort of push Oculus and get it in more people's hands. But, they're not the only company. How many fucking software companies, when you buy a game, it's like, hey, you want to play Ubisoft For Honor online? No problem. Sign up for our shit. Hey, you want to play an EA game online? You want to play Squadrons, Star Wars Squadrons coming out in October? Not a problem, pal. Give us your email and sign up for our shit. So, everybody fucking does it. I think it's shitty, but everybody fucking does it. Hello, Fred215. Good to see you, sir. Mario Heat says this motion picture Cuties doesn't make it look like what you just said. I haven't seen it. I'm just reading what I'm reading on the internet. Somebody's writing about it and saying that that's what some of the reviewers say. I'm not showing anything from it. I don't want to I got a YouTube strike or warning about 6 months ago when YouTube found a video I showed of, I think it was an anime like Kill la Kill or no, you know what it was? It was so crazy. It was an anime trailer about these Yakuza guys who become Tokyo idols. Like they take a magic potion and they literally become like 16-year-old girls to go on some secret mission. But inside, it's like a reverse version of Shazam. But instead of being a superhero, they're like Yakuza bad guys and they become these teens. And there was some little clip in there that could have potentially been looked at as maybe those characters doing something not appropriate in America. And I got a warning. I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not doing a pornographic stream. I'm just showing a fucking trailer from an anime. So I'm super careful. Super fucking careful. The Black Ops teaser, if there's no gameplay, I don't want to watch it. What the fuck do I care? Okay, we're going to talk about Postal. Let's talk about Postal in a second. I want to look at one thing before we look at Postal. I want to look at this PlayStation 5 trailer. I haven't seen it yet. I heard it came out today. I know it came out today because I got it queued up. And I know people were talking about it in regards to It doesn't really get into gameplay, but it gets into some of the functionality of the PlayStation. So PlayStation 5, I'm curious. Let's watch it together. Let's talk. Then we'll talk about Postal. And then we will play some Battletoads and some Dark. And anything else you guys want to talk about that is interesting and relevant to what's going on. By the way, Nate Doctor in the chat, I don't think I don't search my name on YouTube. Let me show you what Nate Doctor put up last night. What I love about this is Nate Doctor thinks that anybody gives a fuck. So I search my name on not YouTube, on Twitter. I do it probably 3 times a week. I don't care. People try to shame me for that. I want to see what people are talking about when they're talking about me. So this guy Nate Doctor, who's in the chat right now, here's what he says. Here he is right here, Nate Doctor. Starting a rivalry with David Jaffe. I'm bored. No, you're not starting shit with me. Starting a rivalry. How are you going to do that, sir? How are you going to start a rivalry with me with you and your 32 followers? Your 32 follower army strong, Nate Doctor. How you doing that, pal? I want to know your battle strategy. Victor, thank you so much for the first super chat of the day. I appreciate it. It's very generous. He says, Jaffe, have you tried xCloud? Your thoughts? I haven't tried it. No. So no, I have not tried it. I'm interested in it. I saw some people on Twitter posting some of their impressions saying there's lag and stuttering and all that. Anything that makes games easier to play and simpler to play. So I'm sure what xCloud is thinking is a year from now you buy a TV, it just works. It just has xCloud. It's like, fuck it. There's a new Halo. I'll play that fucking thing. I think that's great. I love streaming services. If it doesn't kill your bandwidth, I love subscription services. So I'm a fan, but I haven't had a chance to play it yet. Why am I getting those? Hang on, I'm getting some. There we go. Here we go. Who's popping at me? Oh, it's somebody on. It's Big Boss and Ocelot. Oh, okay. I'm gonna. Somebody's talking to me on Discord. I got to close that shit because it's making noise. Got to turn that off. All right. Let's watch this PlayStation thing. Here we go, fellas. Oh, look at that. Mupo says, sick burn. Thank you, Mupo. He says, fuck you, Nate Doctor. Sick burn, Jaffe. You humiliated him. Nah, I don't know if I humiliated him. I'm just playing with him. I'm toying with him. Like a little cat toys with a fucking, I don't know. What do they toy with? A mouse or something. All right. This is the PlayStation ad that dropped today. Here we go. Seriously, Mupo, thank you. Victor, thank you for the first super chats today. Very kind of you guys. Awesome, man.
Welcome to a world where you can feel more. See with sound. A world where you can feel force.
Oh, shut up, Eternal. This is totally live action. There's no way this is CG. It's possible. It's certainly not real time.
Welcome to a new world of immersion.
Okay. I mean, the only thing I ever that I actually heard about it. Let's see what Jaffe's been watching on YouTube. Taylor Swift, my stream, Kamala Harris. I don't know who that is. Some Superman. Oh, I didn't see that. Superman of the Hulk. Oh, this is recommended. They want me to watch this. Ellen Page, Cosmic Horror. Oh, look at that. Henry Thomas auditioning for E.T. All right. Well, there you go. That's what I've been watching, I guess. I haven't seen any of these. These are recommended. So, hello, Or555. Hello, Classic Krusty. Yes, Bukaki, I saw the PS5 logo. It was brilliant. It was beautiful. Am I going to do any more collaboration again? Thank you for the super chat, Victor. I appreciate it, man. Very kind of you. What do you mean a collaboration again? You mean like I did with Z? Explain what you mean, and I'll give you an answer. I auditioned, by the way, the movie that Henry Thomas, which is that kid right there that got E.T., he was in a movie called The Raggedy Man. And I auditioned. I wanted to be an actor when I was really young. I auditioned for a few movies. Never got any of them, obviously. And I auditioned for the movie that got him E.T. That's my claim to fucking fame. Yeah, so let's talk about the PlayStation ad very briefly. Whatever, it's an ad. It's fine. It's a great ad. It's well made, blah, blah, blah. The thing I did here today, because I'm one of these guys, like, I remember when PS4 came out, and it was like, oh, the touchpad is going to change everything, and the microphone in the controller is going to change everything. And you know, I remember literally reading an article in PSM magazine. Victor, I'll answer that in a second. Okay, I appreciate you following up. I'll answer that in a second, Victor. PSM magazine, back when they were talking about the PlayStation 2, and they were talking about, remember the face buttons had some analog in them, and they were like talking about all the shit you could do with them. Like, oh, imagine being Lara Croft and going up to like a Japanese paper wall, and if you touch the wall but you push the button too hard, you break through the wall and you alert the bad guys. All this sort of pie in the sky bullshit that when you're actually making a game and you're just focused, nobody's sitting there thinking about how hard you're pressing the button, except on a very specific kind of game, maybe like a non-arcade racing game. So I did read today that the guys at Harvey Smith's company, the guys who did Dishonored 1 and 2, and they're doing that game that was just delayed about the assassin hitman thing, they're saying that they are actually able to take the triggers of the DualShock 5 or whatever they're calling it, and when your gun jams in the game, they don't let you push the trigger down. Like, no matter what you do, instead of having to look at your screen and go, oh, I see my gun is jammed, it's like, oh shit, I can't fucking move the trigger anymore. That's kind of cool. It's kind of immersive. I mean, I don't think all the haptic shit, I haven't played with it now, but to me, it sounds like more of that same old touchpad, microphone, back touchpad on the Vita, accelerometer. Remember when fucking Uncharted Golden Abyss was doing all that shit? Like, look, you can rub the fucking etching. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Now, I could be wrong. I could be wrong. You think I'd appreciate the meta narrative of the Call of Duty trailer? Well, I mean, look, if you guys want to watch it and watch it with me, I'll put it on. Otherwise, we can move on. In Metal Gear Solid 3, it mattered how hard you pressed the button. That's the only game I ever noticed, it says Bukaki. I played Metal Gear 3, and I never even knew that was a thing in Metal Gear 3. So there you go. It sounds like a good way, says Bukaki, to sell more controllers when dumb gamers start breaking them thinking they're broken. That's probably true. That's probably true. Do you think making a new Twisted Metal game like Fortnite is a good idea? You know. I mean, if you can make it for $6 million and it was free to play and it had a lot of microtransactions that didn't hurt gameplay, sure, I don't think it would be a bad idea. But I think the audience has pretty much made it clear no one's really looking for online car combat in a big way. You never know. Why am I getting the fucking Discord shit? Go away. I hate that little bloop bleep shit it does. Let me get rid of this fucking thing. I don't want to talk to anybody in Discord right now. Fuck you, motherfucker. Unless somebody wants to call in. If you want to call in, Rob, if you happen to be watching the stream or anybody and you see anybody who is in the call-in window, let's take a call. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's talk about Postal real quick. Evan, we already talked about Cuties, the Netflix controversy with Cuties. You got here too late, son. You got here too late. The gist is, I don't have any interest in it. I don't really know what it's about. Some people have said it's about certain things that I go, oh, well, that's interesting if it's like a documentary style thing, but I don't fucking know much about it. So, Postal. I posted this on the community group. God, it's fucking... Are you guys hot where you are? It's so fucking hot here, man. So, Postal... Evan, you don't have to apologize. I appreciate you being here, man. You don't have to... How do you know? You won't know when I talk about something. That's not your fault. Thanks for showing up, man. Thanks for being here with us. So, Postal 4 No Regrets, or whatever they fucking spell it like... Here's what I want to talk about. They put out a trailer of new gameplay that if you're in early access, it came to life on Tuesday. And in it, there is a very gory scene, and I can show it to you if you want to see it, where you are in a police station and you are going to town with your weapons, blowing the fuck out of cops, and you're blowing their heads off. It's incredibly gory. It's incredibly bloody. And I basically said... No, Dylan, I'm not. I basically said that, you know, I 100% support that any developer's right to make whatever the fuck they want. Freedom of expression, whether it's art or it's just schlock, doesn't matter to me. You have a right to express yourself in America. I think it's one of the great things about America. Make your fucking game, man. Make a whole game about slaughtering cops and laughing while you do it. You will have my support to make that game. You won't have my support about what it's about, but you should feel free in America to make and express yourself however you like, regardless of how tasteless and inappropriate it is. But what I thought was interesting to me is there's a famous saying that I'm going to butcher, which is basically if you're not a liberal and you're under 30, you don't have any heart, and if you're not a conservative and you're over 30, you don't have a brain, which is basically saying, okay, as you get older, you get more conservative. My political views have not gotten more conservative, but lately I have noticed, when I was younger, I would have thought the cop thing, shooting up the cops, especially now, because what I posted was like, hey, you can do it, but is this really reading the room well? Is this really the right time, given the relationship with civilians and cops in this country, to be pissing gasoline on a raging fire? Maybe that's something you don't want to do. Now, when I was younger, I would have been like, fuck yeah, this is exactly the right time. If nothing else, give people an outlet to express their rage. And maybe, I doubt it, but maybe you could argue the developers making social commentary on what's happening all over America. I doubt it. I don't think Postal's ever tried to present itself as that much of a smart game. But I still believe that. I still believe there's nothing wrong with a game like that out there. But I did find it troublesome that suddenly I was bothered by it. It's like, why would I be, I don't want to be bothered by it, but I don't think I can help it. Just like the other day when we were talking about ladies in video games and sexy clothes, and I'm like, you know what? If you're making an obviously overt sexual game, I think it's wonderful. Tits and ass everywhere. If you want to do the dudes like that, that's great. But most games, certainly AAA games, probably shouldn't be presenting men or women in an overtly sexual manner unless that's the kind of heavy metal magazine game you're making. And I caught myself saying that, and I caught myself saying this about Postal, and I'm just kind of like, goodness goddamn gracious. I don't know. Like I said, I'm just as liberal as I've ever been. I'm not saying these things shouldn't be allowed, but it does make me wonder why I've fucking changed. I mean, and it's not like I've had some political epiphany like, no, never be mean to cops. I'm more of an I don't think all cops are bad, but I do think a lot of cops are horrible because even if they're not racist, they let their racist pals do what they want. So I'm not like one of these, the blue line kind of dudes. I'm like, no, we need to hold the cops accountable. I don't know. Some people were saying to me, well, Jaffe, GTA did it. And somebody was saying Postal 2 did it back in the day. They did, but it was a different time. It was a different fucking time. James says you have kids now. That's why you've changed. I don't know if that's, you may be right. I don't think that's true. If I really think about it, I think maybe what it might be more of is the older you get. Try this one. The older you get, the more you realize, and the closer you get to death, and the older you get and the more shit you experience and see, the more you become aware of how brutal and nasty and unfair and evil the world can be. And I think when you're younger, you feel either like you have the steam to change that, or you haven't experienced that onslaught of negativity. And in that, maybe you feel more like, well, what's wrong with, it's fun to shoot up cops in a fantasy because, they pull us over and I can let off some steam, blah, blah, blah. But when you actually live in the world long enough and go, this shit happens, this shit's real, this shit is happening all the time now, it becomes harder to basically stomach. So maybe that's why when you get older, you become a little more conservative. Delroy says, my take is video games are not real and people need to not get offended. Well, you can't control what someone gets offended by. I think you can say you don't get to tell people they can't play it. I would defend Running with Scissors. They're the developer. I would defend their right to make that game all live long fucking day. 100%. 100%. They have a right to do whatever the fuck they want to do. If some, I mean, it would be terrible and terrible taste. But if somebody wanted to make they've done it. They've done it. They've made like white supremacy shooters before. I've seen them online. You don't get them on fucking Steam, but they have a right to make those awful, tasteless games. But I have a right to be offended. I have a right to look at a scene where you go into a police station and you shoot up cops, and I know good and well that this isn't supposed to be this way. People shouldn't be afraid of the cops. Cops shouldn't be bullying civilians that they're paid with our money to protect. Something's wrong somewhere. This is some Mandela effect somewhere. We shifted over to some other reality. This is not how it's supposed to be. But that's how it is. So that's to me why I'm offended by it. But I would be more offended if somebody said they couldn't make their game. I don't think it crosses a line, says Michael McGee. I don't think there is a line. I don't think there is a line to cross. There is no line too far to cross when you're making creative art. When you're making, even if it's not art, even if it's schlock, there is no line to cross. Let me give you a little tip, Delta Gamer. Delta Gamer has written the same thing 2 or 3 times. I'm a pretty smart guy. When you put something in the chat and I don't respond to it, it's usually because I'm not interested in responding to it. You continuing to copy paste it doesn't mean, oh, he just didn't see it. I fucking saw it. It's just not interesting. There's no value to me reading your comment, Delta Gamer. Postal's crazy, says still. It's not about commentary of shooting, it's just nuts. The Postal guy nukes a city in another game before he kills terrorists, police, politicians, and hippies. I got you. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So look, last thing real quick. Did you guys want to jump in? I'm not grumpy. I am not. Yeah, Rob's giving out Trump-like nicknames. No value, Dell. I'm not grumpy at all. I'm feeling good. I've been playing some great games. You guys just turned me on to a great goddamn trailer. I'm excited. Eternal says, I agree. It's fictional, and cartoons tend to push boundaries further, like how South Park does. Yeah, again, they have a right to do it. But I would never put Postal in the same category as the satirical, sometimes bordering on genius satirical of South Park. South Park has something to say. Postal's just like a bunch of 13-year-old boys in a room going, it'd be cool if we shot a cat in the ass. And it would. Nothing's wrong with that. It would. Those things are funny in a video game. I'm not opposed to them. Rotten says, $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. He says, what do you think of Kickstarter games? Depends on the game. I think it's a wonderful way for certain developers to fund something, whether it's a prototype to get more money to publish because maybe they can't afford. You're not going to be able to afford to raise $20 million on Kickstarter. Certainly not more. Or a small indie game. I think Kickstarter games are fantastic, just wonderful. We Happy Few, says Peter, started on Kickstarter. I did not know that. Skip says, I saw your video on Vanquish. Great work. It was an awesome game. Thank you for that. Thanks for watching the video. Yeah, it's this fucking chat, man. These guys turned me on to that game. I mean, I would have skipped that fucking game, and they're just like, dude, play that fucking game, Rotten. And I said, fine, I'll fucking play it. I gotta find something new to play. And I loved it. It's fucking great. It's a fucking great goddamn game. Shovel Knight was Kickstarter. That's right. I think The Messenger was also Kickstarter. Will Ladd says, have you ever played the South Park's game? I played The Fractured Butthole. It was okay. I wasn't like crazy for it. It was fun. Do you think having debauchery in video games so sickos can get twisted tendencies out of their system as socially positive? I think it's great. Look, first off, I don't really believe in sickos. I mean, it depends what you're talking about. If you're talking about just weird kinks, who gives a shit? Go enjoy yourself. If you're talking about things that are illegal to do, I mean, that's a very interesting question, and there's no way to know that really. If you're talking about something illegal, okay, if you listen to some people in the world, they will tell you that pedophilia runs rampant. They will tell you it runs rampant in Hollywood. They will tell you it runs rampant in politics. And there are a lot of people, when you hear the stats of like children that are molested, it's like, Jesus fucking Christ. It's not a small number, right? So let's assume for the moment that this problem with pedophilia, that there is there's always a problem, even if one person out of the entire, tens of millions, or how many 100 million people we have in America, whatever, the 7 billion in the world, one child is molested, it's a problem. But let's assume it's a big problem in regards to it's more widespread than maybe we allow ourselves to know. And somebody were to say, hey, you could cut that rate by 50% if you made robots that look like kids, like sex robots, and if you made weird fucking simulations on the internet or like on Steam or like a video game, and you could cut that because the people who are doing it know what they're doing is wrong, but they don't have an outlet. I would say, oh, Jesus, Mupo says you can call it a Catholic Church simulator. That's terrible. But, I would go, yeah, if you're telling me you can actually reduce the rate of real pedophilia, that's fucking fantastic. But I don't know if that's been proven. But if it's proven, I think it would be wonderful. Sam Harris did a podcast on Pedophilia 9 Live. Says, well, what was what did he come out with? Was he saying that it's widespread? That it is as widespread as some people say, or is it just something that we have been led to believe? Why don't the children who are molested kill their abusers once they grow up? Sometimes they do. Somebody will just say it's a bridge to the real stuff, says Dell, and the fake stuff won't hold them for long. I mean, again, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure that is the case for some people, but my basis of this statement was built on the foundation of, if we can prove that it reduces 50% of people actually acting on these awful tendencies, then I think we should do it. Because that's 50% of kids that are going to be safe. Anyway, so that's what I think. Not everyone acts on their bad impulses, says Eternal. No, most civilized people do not. Most people, I certainly don't think most people are pedophiles, but I think most people have impulses that if they acted on them, they'd be in jail or dead. I mean, people have road rage. People want to punch the shit out of someone. Twisted Metal exists because we were stuck in freeway traffic and I wanted to blow all the other fucking cars up. Those are my impulses. If I would have had a rocket, I still wouldn't have acted on it. James says, my sister was sexually abused as a child. I am very sorry to hear that. When she told my parents, they told her not to go to that boy's house anymore, and that was the end of it. James, if you don't mind me asking, and I know it's getting kind of heavy, and we'll get into we'll switch tracks to Battletoads in just a minute, folks. But I'm curious, as an adult now, has she suffered the ramifications her whole life? Because I know people who were also molested as kids, and what it stuck with me, it will never leave me. What they said to me, they said, molesting a child is akin to murder because you're murdering that kid's soul. And it's not impossible, but it's very hard for that kid to grow into an adult that is functional and healthy. I remember reading news not too long ago about a country that would castrate a known pedophile. Yeah, I mean, James says she's married at 38. She has no kids. I understand that, but does she still suffer from this? If it's too personal, don't worry about it. Would you ever take 1 week of social? I don't know what that. Oh, social. Wild Lad is asking a question I don't understand. He says, would you ever take? I don't understand. Would you ever taken 1 week of social metra? I did it and it was great. I don't know if you're auto-correcting or if your English is a second language. Oh, Rob the Mod, I'm so fucking sorry, man. Rob says, can I read? Well, you guys can read what Rob wrote. That's really, I hope that you are working with someone on that. That's a real hard thing. I mean, again, people can come back from it, absolutely. I would say, Rob, though, this is probably the reason now, at least we know why you're going out and buying, baby dolls. Maybe that's something to do with it, that you went out and bought the collector's edition of Death Stranding. Maybe that's, a side effect. But joking aside, that's horrible, Rob, and I'm sorry that happened to you. And it sounds like you got a lot of sympathy from the chat as well. That's horrible, man. Good luck with Battletoads. The games are hard. Firefox, it's not, man. I agree. If Battletoads... Okay, this is the last thing we're going to talk about, then we're going to play. So I played a little bit of Battletoads last night. Did I get back to Victor's question? Hang on, there was somebody who paid me some ducats, and I don't want to leave them hanging. Somebody followed it up. It was a follow-up. I asked him, I said, I'll get back to you. Hang on, let me get back to that person. And then we're going to talk about Battletoads. Hang on. Oh, Victor was asking if I was going to do a collaboration again. Sure, if it makes sense. Like I said, I really like talking to Z. I just felt that I felt what his audience was into is really not what I wanted to talk about. And those fellas probably would have been just as happy talking about Xbox versus PlayStation specs till the cows come home, because they're really passionate about that. And I don't give a fuck about that. And so it's hard to sort of maintain the interest when the topics that come up don't fire your brain. I think Z's great. I think he's a talented guy. But yeah, if there's an opportunity for a collaboration that will benefit all parties involved, I think that sounds like a great idea. So yes, Battletoads, really hard. I understand. I think I played Battletoads once. It was not my kind of game because it was too hard. Battletoads on Game Pass on Xbox is not a hard game, at least so far. I'm going to play it from scratch for you guys, but I played about an hour of it on and off because I didn't know it launched yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. And I posted this thing. That was just basically, if you look at the reviews of Battletoads, the Battletoads review on Metacritic is like a 69 or 68. And I was like, if they wanted $20 from me, now I might pay it because I've played it. But if they wanted $20 from me, I would not with this Metacritic rating. And one of the things I was saying on Twitter that I love about Game Pass is games on Game Pass, and hopefully eventually PS Now, are becoming more like movies in that you just take chances on movies. Whether it's Netflix or you go to a matinee, it's like, oh, here's some weird Liam Neeson action movie. Fuck it, let's go watch it. It's got like a 48 Rotten Tomatoes. A lot of my favorite movies have under 50% Rotten Tomatoes. And you end up going, hey, that was a lot of fun. One of my favorite movies of all time is the fucking Scorpion King with The Rock, right? It's got like 30% on Rotten Tomatoes. So the fact that we now have a business model as consumers that we can try, we don't feel bad about trying something under a 90 on Metacritic, I think is fucking wonderful. I would never have touched Battletoads if all I was going by was that rating. I'm not going to give you $20 for a 69 rated game. When you watch me play this in a few minutes, that ain't a 69 rated game to me anyway. I'm like, maybe it gets really bad towards the second part, but it's good. I mean, let's put it this way. I ain't skipping the cutscenes. What? You hate cutscenes, Jaffe. I know. But this clearly is a game and a pilot for a cartoon series at the Cartoon Network or something, because usually I skip cutscenes because they're bad. They're boring. They're ponderous. They're not edited well, not in terms of cutting, but in terms of editing the script. It's just like, okay, get to the fucking point. These cutscenes feel like a fucking entertaining CW cartoon. So I like this game. It ain't a 69. Rotten says, let's do a Kickstarter together. He drops $2 super chat. Thank you, sir. It's very generous, very appreciated. I appreciate that. Well, what do you do, Rotten? What is your skill set? If you want to do a Kickstarter game with me, what do you do? Are you a programmer? Are you an artist? Are you what do you do, man? Delta Gamer says the Scorpion King movie is up there with one of the most horrific movies ever. You can go fuck yourself, Delta Gamer. You can go fuck yourself with a goddamn inner tube and a banana, because it's a great fucking fun matinee movie. Okay, are we ready to play the Battletoads? You guys want to talk about something else? What do you want to do? I'm ready to play Battletoads. I'm ready to play Dark. But if you guys want to keep chatting, we can do that. Mario, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Jaffe, I respect your opinion, but my God, Battletoads is bad. The new Battletoads is bad? I'm not saying it's game of the year, but you don't think it's fun? Interesting. Fascinating. Well, let's fucking see what the chat... Streets of Rage 4, I finished it. Streets of Rage 4 was great. River City Girls is fucking great. But this... See, I love the art style. Eternal says I'm not a fan of the Battletoads art style, and it does seem like animations get a bit busy. I think... Okay, I can't speak. I think that the art style in Battletoads should be getting almost as much praise as the art style in Cuphead. right? Because everyone, like, Cuphead's a hit because of the art style. Make no mistake. Cuphead is if Cuphead didn't look the way it did, no one would have paid any attention to it, okay? The art style in this game I'm about to play with you guys is absolutely on point. It is clever. It feels like Looney Tunes cartoon. It's fucking great. Okay. Interesting. Mario says, I stopped after the first turbo bike level. I found the humor too predictable and trying too hard. I don't think it's the funniest game ever written. It's not even that fucking funny. But it's, you know. All right, let's fucking play it. Nobody's talking about Samurai Jack. I might get Samurai Jack and play it on the stream tomorrow. It comes out tonight, but if they want $60 for it, they can go fuck themselves. If it's a $20 game or a $25 game, I will buy it and I will play it on the stream tomorrow unless it has a terrible review. And I almost bought Fast and the Furious to play with you guys because that people say it's horrible, but it's $60. I'm not spending. I'll spend $20. I'll spend $30 on crap and enjoy crap. But don't ask me to spend $60, Bandai, to buy fucking Fast and the Furious. Come on now. I agree Cuphead has good gameplay, Panda. I'm just saying that it's not. If it wasn't for the art style, that kind of gameplay isn't million-selling gameplay. I think it's great Cuphead's going to get a show on Netflix. Those guys who made that game, brothers, they fucking mortgaged their house. I don't recommend doing it, but good on them, man. Nate Doctor says, "Oh, I thought we were scrapping, pal. I thought you and me, Nate Doctor, were enemies. Are we pals again? Is this a truce? Okay, fair enough. I think it's embracing how everyone calls Battletoads Ninja Turtles. Embracing or embarrassing? I think it's embracing how everyone calls Battletoads a Ninja Turtles ripoff. The style reminds me of the 80s. It definitely feels like a Ninja Turtles ripoff, but I don't know. I mean, I don't care. It's great. Okay. They're going for that name recognition like the old crappy movie tie-in games for full price. For Samurai Jack they are, or for Fast and Furious? What's my take on game prices jumping to $70, Hugh? I think it sucks, but I understand it. I mean, game prices haven't gone up. Other cost of goods have gone up. And gamers like to complain. You know, I was posting online about how much I love Game Pass. And one of the reasons is because I can try. I mean, I gotta load up Battletoads anyway. Let me show you something. And again, if you're like Delta Gamer and all you care about is AAA, close your ears. This conversation that we're about to have is not for you, okay? But I want to show you why I care about this service so much and why I hope Sony gets their shit together with PS Now, because this is a pretty great fucking thing that they got going on. And if you love games, and if you love more than just AAA games. So yesterday, I have been eyeing buying Darksider Genesis for 2 months. And I'm like, it's $30. I'm only probably going to play it for a few hours because I like games like that, but for not very long. That drops yesterday. I've already paid for Crossing Souls. That's not a great game, but it could have been a great game. This is a fucking great game if you like this kind of game. This dropped yesterday for $30 everywhere. You get it for, quote, free on Game Pass. This dropped yesterday. There is so much value in Game Pass. And so when I talked about Battletoads and I'm like, hey, I would never pay for it, but now that I got it, this is awesome. I don't know if it's Sony fucking fanboys, of which I consider myself a fanboy. I don't know what it is, but people don't like Game Pass. Or at least there's a number of gamers out there that don't like Game Pass. And when you ask them why, they'll say, oh, well, it's going to lead to this. It's going to lead to developers not getting paid. It's going to lead to all these games as a service, all these games being microtransaction. And it's like, okay, if that was this, I would hate it along with you. And if this becomes that, absolutely, people will leave in droves, or I will certainly leave. But it almost feels like the people saying that are PlayStation fans who haven't actually played Game Pass, and maybe they don't have a PC, so they don't have any access to it like I do, because I don't have an Xbox either. But anybody who spends time on Game Pass, this is not a games as a service thing. It's almost like I need to grow up and realize you can't have real discourse with a number of people on the internet about video games, because it's almost like you need a forum that's like you have to take a test to prove you don't have some bullshit fanboy allegiance, because half the comments have nothing to do with reality. They have to do with some childlike mentality of my system has to be better than your system. And all I'm fucking saying is, if you've played Game Pass, you don't get to stand on the mountain and shout about how this is ruining games and how they're turning everything into games as a service. That's not what this is. That's not this. Rotten, $2 super chat. Thanks, sir. He says, I'm an artist with ideas. My DMs are open. I'm serious. Okay, well, I'm a designer with ideas, and my DMs are open too. I'm working on some stuff right now. Let's keep talking. I mean, I don't know if it's something. Why don't you hit me up on Twitter and send me your page? Let me see what kind of art you do. Maybe there's a great love connection we can create there. Maybe something would stir. Maybe we should talk about it, or maybe not. Maybe it's not a good fit. Let's have the conversation. Third-party games has carried Game Pass so far, says Sweetness. Yeah. Well, I mean, and first-party day one games. But yeah, they have more third-party games for sure. Delroy says on the internet, nobody cares about truth when the lie is more entertaining. I know, but I do. I want to have a real conversation. Joe says, I think older people like Game Pass more because they mostly won't spend 60 hours to play a game. Game Pass lets you play an hour, and if you hate it, no big deal. There's great truth in that. I had somebody on Twitter last night tell me, Jaffe, who's got time in a month to play Battletoads, Darksiders, Crossing Souls, and Spiritfarer and Flight Sim? And I said, I do, because I usually only play a game for 2 to 3 days, and then I move on. Even if I love it, I get bored real quick. So I agree with you, Joe. If you're a guy who plays games to completion and once a month, but even still, Game Pass costs me $6-7 a month. I did the math. This game, and this game, all of them I've downloaded and played, would have cost me $140 versus my $7 a month. Get out of here. Brian King drops $5 or 5 pesos or 5 pounds. I don't know what that is, but Brian, it's generous and I appreciate it, sir. He says, Jaffe, I'd prefer Xbox follow their path and PlayStation stay true. I agree with that. I don't think they're going to have that opportunity. I think Game Pass is going to force them to make their PlayStation Now service, which is a great service, by the way, but it has some serious curation problems. It's going to force them to improve that service. There's absolutely no way they're not. So which Toad am I going to choose? Let's load this fucking thing up and go. Eternal says it's like cheap junk food for games. Fine if you enjoy them, but most of these games go on Game Pass day one. Nobody would pay full price for them. That's crazy, man. Do you know, let's go to Spiritfarer. Now, I didn't like Spiritfarer because it's not my kind of game. But let's go to Spiritfarer real quick. Metacritic. I don't know what it is. I'm Spiritfarer. I know that Kotaku loved it. Let's see what people think about this game. Spiritfarer right now is sitting at an 86 Metacritic score. It's sitting at an 8.2 user score. Now, it just came out. They don't have tons of reviews. They have 19 reviews, 18 of which are positive. Only one person's played it. They gave it 1. The idea that these are crap junk food games that no one will pay for, that's ridiculous. What are you talking about? 86 on Metacritic. I don't know where you're getting that logic from, man. Shadow Warrior's a great game. Observation's a great game. Dead Cells, Hellblade, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Come on, man. You can not like it, but to make that claim's a little, I don't know, Eternal. Come on now. Let's go. Let's start this goddamn thing, shall we? Now, here's the deal. Yeah, I enjoyed, David, hang on. I enjoyed Gears of War 5. Now, what I did say in my Vanquish video the other day is that I thought Vanquish blows the fuck out of Gears of War. But still. All right, help me with the audio. Game Pass is Netflix. Yeah, absolutely. But Dell says a whole lot of nothing but have few gems. I don't think it's a whole lot of nothing, but, it's to each his own. Okay, I know they are hogwash. They're making a spiritual successors to Zombies Ate My Neighbors called Demons Ate My Neighbors. It's coming out next year. I'm very excited by it. Somebody was asking which Toad I'm going to be. what's cool about this game is you're all of them. You can swap them in and out as they're about to die. It is really, oh my God. Lord English says, is it sustainable? I am sure Microsoft will take the lion's share of revenue. It is a dangerous line to toe. I don't understand that. It's none of my business. It's none of your business unless you are a developer. I mean, they make deals. They don't have to make deals with Game Pass. Spiritfarer came out full price on Steam. It came out full price, $30 game on Switch. They could have come out full price on Xbox. Clearly, Xbox came to them and said, here's a shit ton of money. You know, look, if it turns out it's not sustainable, great, then they'll cancel it. But for now, if your only complaint about Game Pass is it's not sustainable, then you better get in while the getting's good. Because it may only last another 6 months, but you're getting a lot of value in those 6 months. Okay. How's the audio? How's the music compared to me? Let's talk about that real quick and we'll get started. Because I'm going to show you the cutscenes in this thing. You need to be able to hear the cutscenes. I don't know who Cornette is. Who is Cornette? I'm the Jim Cornette of gaming. Who is that? Okay, how's the audio, fellas? Should I just start? Should I start? Or can you... Let me start the game. And then you tell me if you can hear the cutscenes. Because we're actually going to watch the cutscenes. Pick the dudes with the shades. I'm picking them all. Okay, so I want to start... I want to start at the beginning. Can I kill my fucking game? Alright, we'll just start in Act 1 then. We'll assume it's... Okay. Oh, he's a wrestling promoter. Okay. You have to check out Jim Cornette. Okay. Make the game a little louder, Joe. Okay. Is that better? He's a bit of a dick. It's not a compliment. Great. Thank you guys, assholes. Mupo says he's an old failed loser who hates everything. Jesus. Okay, so that's not a compliment. Although Shrinko says he's a wrestling icon. Okay, music good. Can we start or not yet? What do you think? I played Comic Zone a long time ago. All right, go for it. Here we go. I'll start with this guy. No, you wanted me to start with the guy with the shades. Fine. All right. I'm the Adam Sandler of gaming. I'll take that. Drawn to death was my little Nicky. Were there toilets in Vanquish, David? I don't think so. There might be. It does not have online co-op, no.
Being a bad guy is great. Cool hideout, fancy coverboard.
Again, the writing is not great.
No one can tell me to wear a shirt. Oh no! It's the mega famous Battletoads, including this, the leader, Pimple, the strong one, and Rash, the sunglasses one.
Don't forget Best Kisser.
Enough talk. It's time to... Best kisser. Why are you the best kisser?
Maybe because I practice on my hand all the time.
That just means you're the best at kissing your hand.
Come on. There's more girls outside.
I'm the Michael Jackson of gaming. Please don't say that. Hee hee.
Yeah.
Shimon. Hello, AR Video Games. You ask your Instagram account you plug, it's devoted to capturing images of toilets. Oh, yeah, I don't think so, man. Okay, let me focus on this for a minute. But okay, just watch. Okay. Just look at the detail in the actual animation of the characters. This is made in Unity. Look at the level of nuance. Watch this shit. I mean, it's very creative. You can bring in the turtles. I know they're not turtles. Anytime you want. There's a lot of moves I do. I have no idea how I do them. And there's a lot of variety in the game. I will agree with, I think it was Mario, the hover bike sections in this game go on way too fucking long. I don't quite know why they do. It's like, why don't they end this? But okay. Okay. It reminds me of Earthworm Jim as well. Absolutely. What is angel dust, Henry? I mean, I know what, like PCP, but what do you mean? Look at that guy. Look at that guy. That is the best move. Look at that. Come on now. That's like old fucking Roger Rabbit shit. Look at this. Look at this. Look at his hands. He ends up with the kitchen sink at the end. I'm just saying there's a lot of cleverness in this game. And then you can also, okay, evade. Yeah, I know. I wish that thing would go away so I could see. Oh, it wants me to evade. Okay. Right trigger. There, I'm doing it. Leave me alone. I'm doing it. I have watched Two Girls, One Cup. Somebody filmed me watching it, and it was horrific. Again, I support its right. Max, you're saying this game starts strong. So have you played this game, and does it fall apart eventually? I think there's so many cool mechanics. So you can like use your tongue, and you can eat flies, and you can spit bubblegum and shit, and you can use your tongue to swing across the environment. So, like, you can also spit gum, although, let's see. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there is you can run. Oh, shit, hang on. You can run by hitting right trigger. And then you can also, okay, yeah, it's a lot of context-sensitive stuff. So you can run but when you're fighting bad guys, that's your dash move. It's so good, I know, but they're going to make you stop playing as the Toads. What do you mean? Victor, thank you again for the super chat. I appreciate it. He says, once xCloud hits, many Sony fanboys will jump on as they can't afford 2 consoles. Oh. That's interesting. So, you're... Okay, yeah, no, it's a good point. Then you can... Yeah, you don't need to buy... Yeah, that's a really good point. Makes sense. No, this is not only on Xbox. It's all over. Any Z collaboration in the future? Yeah, I did answer that earlier. I apologize. You didn't need to pay for it again. I went back and answered it, but I appreciate your super chat. I was just saying that Z and I like Z a lot. Most of his audience, for the most part, seems to like a lot of the console war stuff, and I just don't care about that stuff, and so it didn't seem like a good topic fit, and I didn't want to bore his audience. And I didn't want to be on a show where I had to talk about things that I found like I don't care about that stuff. But no, Z's great, man. I'm curious why I'm going to stop playing this. So I don't get to play as the Toads. Who do I end up playing as? Damn it, move, fucker. Get up, get up, get up. It's a pretty, I mean, again, if you play on hard, I suppose it's hard, but this is a pretty easy game on medium, which is what I'm playing on, at least so far. Has-Been Hotel? What is that? No, I don't know what that is. I'm trying to figure out, it seems like I should, oh, look at these flies, you can get health. Oh, shit. Move, move. God damn it, Jaffe, you fuck. There's so many mechanics, I sometimes get a little confused. Let's see, if I want to spit bubblegum, you can spit gum. There it is. So you can spit gum at people and lock them up as well. And then you can also use your tongue to get the flies for health. Come on, you guys. This game's awesome. Will I give a second chance to Isolation? What's Isolation? Which game is that? Oh, Alien Isolation. I have no plans to. I didn't enjoy it very much. It seemed exceptionally slow. God damn it, dude. Come on. Okay. I like Streets of Rage. It was good. Streets of Rage 4. Hello, Raphael. Good to see you, man. Raphael, you think this game looks bad? It's fun. I don't understand. I don't understand. Why do you... Let me answer me this for a minute. I did hear that The Matrix is a trans allegory. I never picked up on that, but I think that's cool. Alan, you like this. Yeah, I like this game. Explain to me why you think this game looks bad, Raphael. I think this game's really cool. Double Dragon Neon? Okay, I'll give it a try. Compared to the original Battletoads, I mean, yeah, I was not a big... I mean, I wasn't a non-fan. I never really played the original. I know what it is, but wasn't that just like a real pixely 8-bit game? Like, was there something like really about that game that's not represented here in terms of mechanics? Was it like super fighting game and hard or something? I mean, I know it was hard, but was it like real nuanced in terms of like Devil May Cry and shit, or what? Because, yeah, I mean, this doesn't feel like that if you're looking for that. This feels much more just like a fun beat 'em up. It was not a cartoon show, but I'm almost certain that's what they're going for, because it certainly feels like one. Yeah, Panda says the original Battletoads was bad. Any other brawlers you'd want to see come back? Oh my god, I don't remember. This isn't Rare, Panda. This is a company called Dalala Studios. I'm not sure where they are. Oh shit, motherfucker. Hang on. Jaffe, you moron. God damn it, you fuck. Oh, the Simpsons one. Yeah, I mean, there was X-Men Arcade was great, but I mean... I'm trying to fucking dodge, you fuck. Dragon's Crown? Yeah, that was a great beat 'em up. I remember that. That was from Capcom, right? Wild Lad, is it a ripoff from Ninja Turtles? I mean, I don't know which one came first, but it definitely has that flavor for sure. I'd be stunned if I think Ninja Turtles came first. Oh, Alien versus Predator. Oh, that's cool. Oh, the beat 'em up. I remember that. Golden Axe, I mean, really? Golden Axe, really? I mean, Golden Axe is kind of like, what is the Rise from Your Grave one? I mean, what the fuck is the Rise from Your Grave one? The Greek mythology one. Altered Beast. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Golden Axe or Altered Beast really have much to write home about outside of nostalgia. Cadillacs and Dinosaurs. Jesus, you remember that game? A Pokemon beat 'em up? That would be cool. I mean, I'm a little old for Pokemon. Like, I miss the whole Pokemon thing. So I don't have an affinity for it. But I do know there's a lot of great characters. That would be something pretty cool. But I have no idea how I did that move. I don't know what that is that I just did. Like, there's a bunch of moves like that. They may be the supers, but I don't know how to activate the supers. I will never understand some gamers' electric lettuce. He says Microsoft trying to compete with Sony and they release this. I don't understand. I don't understand what's wrong with this. This is fun. This is a good game. What's the problem with this game? Does everything have to be fucking The Last of Us or some cinematic wonderland? I don't get it. I don't get gamers, man. Okay, you have to do X and B to do the super move. I don't know what X and B. I'm playing on a PlayStation controller. I heard it has lots of bad mini games. So far, I like it. Is it shallow? I mean, it's fun. It's. Here's why it's not shallow so far. Oh, River City Girls is great. River City Girls, out of all of the games that have come out in this genre this year, is the best because the RPG level up and the grinding of that game. This game does try to get like the biggest problem with Streets of Rage 4 was honestly that it didn't have any meta and there wasn't a lot of variety. So I kind of got bored of it, even though I pushed through and finished it and enjoyed it. This game throws in lots of mini games and stuff to keep things fresh, which I think is a smart way to go about it. The game's hilarious. The punching and kicking, it's visceral. Yeah, it's a great game. It's fun. Yeah, I don't get it. Didn't you know, Jaffe, if a game isn't AAA God of War, then it's automatically a 2 out of 10, says AR. I don't understand that, man. I'm with you. I think it's crazy. Jaffe, correct me if I'm wrong, says Dell, but I feel you're lured to brainless gameplay, not compelling games. Also, Microsoft shouldn't be a company like they are and release these types of budget of games. Well, go make your own fucking company. Who are you to tell Microsoft what they should do? Don't fucking play it then, man. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. It's a fun game. I'm playing Resident Evil 4 right now. I'm playing Vanquish right now. I don't think either one of those are brainless games. Those are pretty fucking compelling. I'm playing Grindstone right now, which is super fucking compelling. If I had dementia in my family, which I don't, I imagine I'm staving it off because Grindstone taxes your brain like few puzzle games I've played before. But the idea, you're a terrible person. I don't know if you're a terrible person, but you're a very shallow person when it comes to game selection. Play everything. If you are a gamer, play all that you can play. There's a lot of cool shit out there. This is fun. It doesn't have to be fun for you, but it's a fun game. It's well made. Stoner Joe hits with a $10 super chat. Thank you, sir. It's very generous. He says, have you ever thought about doing director's commentary while playing through one of your old games? First off, seriously, thank you for the generosity every single day, man. It's very kind of you. It's very generous. I appreciate it. I've thought about doing it with God of War. Maybe what I'll do in the future is I'll do it with God of War 1. and we'll do it for a chapter, because my concern is I won't have enough to say, but maybe we'll give it a shot. Maybe we'll give it a shot. I got to get a capture card first. I need to find a good capture card. I just haven't had the time to put into researching it. But yeah, I will absolutely do that. Eternal says, I don't dislike retro games, but the thing is, this could have been made for an arcade in the 90s. So what? Who gives a shit? Why is that? Well, first off, it couldn't have been made for an arcade. You couldn't have gotten these visuals. Victor says, Jaffe, this is a money thing. All this BS is wrapped around BS excuses. I don't understand. What do you mean, Victor? Yo, Jaffe, I know you just started. Hello, Kirstofa, but how's Battletoads? Well, Elgato. I've heard Elgato's a good capture card. I'll show it to you. I really am enjoying Battletoads. I like it a lot. But some people in the chat think it's awful. I think it's fucking fantastic. Eternal says, I don't know how you can criticize AAA games for not doing enough that's different, but play these games. Why? Maybe because I haven't played... Okay, here's why. Here's exactly why. It's a great question. Because the moment-to-moment gameplay, right? Hang on. The moment-to-moment gameplay of this is compelling to me. It's engaging. I like having the chat with you guys when I play River City Girls. I like playing with my kid, with my son. We play it and stream it. It's giving me something, right, that I'm enjoying. I like the ability I can play this game and still chat with you guys, all that stuff. AAA games, let's just take The Last of Us Part 1, which I appreciated and respected, but I did not like. If you're not bought into the fiction of a lot of AAA games these days, the moment-to-moment gameplay that they ask you to partake in, to me, is just, it's not satisfying. And if you don't find that satisfying and you find the cadence interrupted continuously by cutscenes, which is what a lot of AAA games are, that's why I can play games like this but not play games like that. I did play Flight Simulator. It was a little bit too simmy, even at the simplest settings, and I turned it off. Again, there's a lot of games I appreciate having, played games forever and having developed games, but they're just not for me. Microsoft Flight Sim is super impressive, but that's not my kind of game. God damn it, Jaffe. Get up, motherfucker. I got to focus on these guys real quick. One sec. Okay, I'm usually good at dodging that fuck. Come on now. Get up, get up, get up, get up. Jaffe, get up, you fuck. Dodge, you fucker. Get up, get up, get up. I need somebody. Get up. Jaffe, how are you not dodging that? Come on, you moron. Shit, shit. Come on, come on. Stay alive, stay alive. Fuck. Flight Simulator could save your life if you had to fly a plane. That's true. Sweetness says, I just want to see something from Xbox that gets me as hyped as Spider-Man or Demon Souls or Ghost of Tsushima. I get it. I mean, I get it. It's just, I don't know. I mean, again, I just, yeah, we don't have to agree. It's just fun. It's a fun game. It's a fun game. But here's what I'll tell you. I haven't really enjoyed a lot of first-party titles this generation from Sony. I don't like third-person cinematic cutscene-heavy games. So if that is your drug of choice, I can absolutely understand how you might look at the stuff that I'm enjoying on Steam, on Game Pass, and say, this isn't for me. Jimmy Gilchrist, what's the last AAA game I liked? Was Spider-Man. I really loved Spider-Man from Insomniac. I got bored of it after about 11 hours, but I was fine with that. It got 11 hours of my time. I loved every minute of it, and then I got bored. I almost went out and literally made the wheat cake pancakes that you can get from Aunt May's recipe card when you find that in the goddamn game. I adored Spider-Man. It was fun. It was interesting. It was different. It just a little long in the tooth. But that was probably the last AAA, and I like Gears of War 5. I didn't love Gears of War 5, but I really, really enjoyed it. Master Dragon, thank you as always for the super chats. Very kind. He says, thanks for picking Battletoads. I love the rock soundtrack. I hope you do a beat 'em up in the future. I would like to look into that. I think that would be a lot of fun to do a beat 'em up. It's fun so far. I really like it. And I appreciate your generosity, Master Dragon. I also appreciate you always watching. Thanks, man. Sony has better exclusives, and I legitimately don't know why. It's one of those, if there's something behind the scenes. Well, I mean, I did play Sunset Overdrive. I didn't like it. I mean, you know, better exclusives. They have exclusives that I think Microsoft, I think Nintendo has the best gameplay exclusives. I think Sony has the best production value exclusives and potentially the best IP creation exclusives. I think Microsoft is not in the running right now. I think their games are fun, but they're nowhere near those other studios. But what do I care? It's fucking $7 a month. This is what people don't seem to understand. I'm gonna get off this topic because it's kind of crazy. I don't have a hang up with the new God of War. I just don't want to play it. It's like gamers are. I'm gonna go full screen on this because you guys are nuts, and then we're gonna go back to Battletoads. Gamers are nuts. You guys are fucking nuts. I can go when there's not a pandemic, and I can drop taking my kids $160, which is, you know, that's probably a lot, probably like $120 between tickets, popcorn, all that shit, and take them to see fucking the Avengers Endgame. I saw it twice in a row in really nice theaters. I absolutely loved it. It was amazing. It was one of the best theater experiences of my life. Marvel Cinematic Universe, second to none when it comes to epic, fun popcorn, but still having some emotion in it. I fucking loved it, okay? I can then go home and watch on Netflix an indie movie like The Irishman, not indie, but, you know, a less big movie, or there was I forget the title of it, or a movie like Booksmart by Olivia Wilde on Amazon Prime, and I'm happy for all of those things I've enjoyed. They're all different. They all feed different parts of my moviegoer soul. Why in the world gamers seem to have a problem? It's like you guys, it's like you have Stockholm syndrome, but instead of like, you know, terrorists who've kidnapped you, it's fucking Jim Ryan at Sony and Phil Spencer or Spectre Spencer at Xbox and you know, Miyamoto. It's like you can love lots of things. You can love the brilliant bombast and production value and incredible graphics of the Sony first-party games. You can love the purity of the gameplay and innocence of Nintendo. And you can love some of the weird, quirky shit that Xbox is able to try with Game Pass. One is not better than the other. It's just the diet of a gamer. It's the craziest fucking thing. Steve Bannon was released on $5 million bail. I'm not going to get political. But goodness gracious, how many more people in Trump's orbit need to get arrested before some of you people just go, you know what? Trump's probably a crook, fellas. Okay, let's move on. Let's play some Battletoads. I don't want to get political on this stream, but Jesus Christ, man. Jaffe, you know you don't have to have the chat on the stream. It takes up a lot of space. Max, I would agree with you. But whenever I take the chat off the stream, people complain. They say they like to open the video up on full screen, and if they do that, they can't see the chat, basically. But if en masse everybody wants the chat gone, I'll move it, and we can get a better screen ratio. All right, let's go. If I ignore the chat for the next like 3 minutes, it's because I got to take care of these bosses. Kuristofa says gamers are so used to the current system of buying and playing games for decades, it's hard to deviate. As well, there's always the whole my games are better than yours. Yeah, doesn't that make you feel like a fucking moron? Doesn't that make you feel like a fucking 8-year-old boy running around a playground playing on a fucking hot slide in shorts and then having your daddy and your mommy taking you to get a goddamn icy and some bubble gum afterwards? You're a goddamn grown motherfucking man. You're a goddamn grown motherfucking woman. Why the fuck you give a fuck? You should love games. There's a thing called games. There's a medium called games. Some people would even call it an artistic medium. I think that's true. Shame on you for only playing certain games because they come from a certain company. What the kind of nonsense is that? Bullshit. All right, here we go. Unless that's all you can afford, that's fair. That's fucking fair. I appreciate that. Not everybody can afford all the systems. That's fair.
Third time's a charm. Give up, Porkshank. There's 3 of us and only 1 of you. Oh, yeah? Well, there's still 3 of us.
All right, focus, Jeffy. Move, you fuck, move, you fuck. Sorry, chat. I know you're there. I just can't pay attention to you right now. Jaffe, you fuck it up. There we go. All right.
And so I finally passed into the afterlife. Wait, there's nothing here.
Peapod, I don't know what Bebop ripoffs are. What is that? From Turtles? Have I played Observation? No, Predes. I hear it's great. I have it on Game Pass. Everybody has said it's great, and I will play it. This is much easier, Nadim. I do think my kid would like playing this with me, but he's busy right now. We're going to play River City Girls maybe again tonight. Jaffe, you kick ass, says Ruin, don't change. I appreciate that, Ruin. That's very kind of you, sir. Now watch this motion picture. Watch this motion picture. Victor, thank you so much. I appreciate that super chat again. It's very generous. Thank you very much, sir. He says, gaming's expensive, but with Game Pass, it's affordable. That's right, on Xbox and PC, not on PlayStation. The PC community changed when Xbox platform came to him.
Who is this guy? Hang tight, Frogs. We're gonna get you out of that box.
So you think it most of the vitriol and the venom has to do with people just not having access to Game Pass, so they shit on it. Is that what you think it is? But don't you think that's a sign of children? I mean, what kind of a grown adult thinks that way? I agree, Mupo. Game Pass and PS Now and subscription models are the future, regardless. When Microsoft games started coming to PC, I've been very supportive of Microsoft, says Kiristafa. Yeah. Okay, so if you didn't get the story, they're in a bunker. They've been trapped in a bunker since they made the last game. So they were in a virtual reality. Here you go.
Minor news, we've all heard of Toad in the Hole, but Toads in our hole? Julie Saturn Rings has more.
Thanks, Zerb. Sounds bizarre, but that's exactly what a local construction crew discovered this afternoon.
Yeah, so we was digging, you know, for construction stuff, and I find this bunker with friggin' frogs trapped inside. And I mean, it stinks. So we checked the wiring, and these morons been in there for 26 years living a simulated fantasy life. And I mean, they stink.
26 years in a fantasy bunker? You'd have to be gullible.
I dig it too, Rob.
So, Frogs, how you feeling? Stupid?
We're not frogs. We're toads. The Battletoads.
We're a fan of superheroes.
This just in. No, you're not. This has been Julie Saturn Rings asking, what are they going to do now?
Kiristafa, I don't think the writing is very good. but I think the animation and the world and the IP is fantastic. They'll get a cartoon out of this for sure. So here's one of those mini games people don't like. I think this is great. So now they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with their career. So you'll see. So, I mean, this is just, it's different. It's fun. It's weird. You get points for it. I don't know what the points are for. The faster you do it, the fast. Look at the. Then this guy's working in an office. Come on, you guys. Come on, you guys. It's just little creative, different things. It's neat. I agree, AR. It's fun. You don't like sounds. Jacob, have you played it? I mean, I've played it for like 2 hours so far last night. I really liked it. Why do people not like it? I'm not crazy about it. It looks neat. It's just fun. I don't know why the reviews have been kind of all over the place. Polygon really hated it. They called it obnoxious, and I was like, what? It's you know, it's just a fun, stupid thing. Does everything have to be a fucking, I mean, it's, imagine if you thought of movies that way. Like every fucking movie had to be an Oscar winner. Sometimes don't you just want to go out and watch something stupid and fun? No, everything has to be fucking, you know, a Christopher Nolan movie. I don't get it. Kuristofa says, a lot of the Game Pass hate comes from Sony crowd. People who are on Microsoft and Nintendo have been supportive of it. Yeah, it's interesting. Hugh says, it's not cinematic crap, so reviewers hate it. I could see that. All right, let's keep going. Now, this section is fun, but my goodness gracious, it's long. So stay with me here. Brown Toad got the best job? Yeah. Master says, I got to say, a good B movie on a Saturday night is a lot more fun. A lot of times it is. Absolutely. Hello, Grim Reaper. Good to see you.
Could you pinpoint a dumpster and burn that diaper?
This is the Dark Queen we're talking about. Remember? She nearly destroyed the galaxy, I think, but we beat her up.
I heard Peanut Butter Falcon was great, man. Yeah, it's good you liked it. I don't know why he's wearing a diaper. I missed that. Reviewers don't like this game, says Kuristofa, because they say it's boring, bland, repetitive, and not fun. But like this game has charm and it's its own thing. It might get repetitive. I haven't played it enough to know. But so far, it's great. Laura Luna, how are you? I'm doing great. I'm glad to hear on our Discord your dad and your mom are recovering from COVID. That's great fucking news. Glad to hear it.
Okay, Rash, we're in. Let's go build you a brand new audience.
You really need it?
Damn right I do. Now, where do we find the Dark Queen?
Not where. When? Time travel? No, we'll leave when I clean myself up. Then
Is that shit? Does he have shit in his diaper? I guess he might. Can you skip these? I think you can. Do you guys want to skip them? I thought they were pretty good, but I'm happy to skip them. You guys let me know. And also, we have Dark queued up. It's more of an adventure game that we can play as a group. So if you guys don't like this, I'll play this later by myself. If you guys want to play something else, let me know. So, I mean, this is pretty fun for a few minutes, but it goes on. I have played PS Now recently. Jigsaw Puzzle, yeah. I already played Call of Duty Remastered. I loved it. Not the multiplayer, but I love the single-player campaign of that game. It's fantastic. It's really fucking good. Shit. This is a really hard part to look at the chat. I'm real sorry, you guys. I wish there was a better way that I wish the chat, I need to get something that reads the chat to me. So I'm like, oh, because I don't want to miss anything good, but it's really, you look away from this and you slam into a wall. But the lead designer contacted me last night just to say thanks because I talked about the game on Twitter and said it was great. I should ask him why this section goes on for so long. Like, it's like, didn't they play it and go, okay, this is too much? But a lot of times that happens. That's how we ended up with Racing and Twisted Metal. For all we know, the lead programmer wanted this in, and they're like, if we take it, if we shorten it, we're gonna piss that guy off, and he's gonna leave. Or I mean, you never know. Sometimes, I mean, real people make games, obviously. So a lot of times there's human political things happening in a studio that explain a lot about why games are the way they are. But without having that data, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Like, there's no way anybody would look at this and say, this tunnel should be this long.
Hey, Battletoads, it's Shed from Shed & Sons Turbo Black Rental. My sensors indicate you're driving like a bat out of hell.
Yeah, I know it's an homage to the original, Victor. I know they had this in the original, but it goes on really long.
They're handsome boys, but they're mean as dirt.
You think it's so it's challenging?
Come to that.
Do I have live chat? Yeah, I have live chat. I just died. Yeah, why? Are you getting comments that aren't showing up? This is like Subway Surfer. I'm looking at the chat. Stop looking at the chat. Yeah, Max, the backgrounds in this game, the production value in this game, I think is fantastic. It wouldn't be so hard if I could fucking pay attention. I got to tell you guys something in a second. Let me get, I'll tell you something real quick. So we did, when I was a tester at Sony ImageSoft, we did a game called Cliffhanger based on the Stallone motion picture. And the game was terrible. But when the Sega CD version came in, the developer had put this snowboarding section in, which made no fucking sense. But you were Sylvester Stallone snowboarding down a mountain as an avalanche chased you. And it was kind of like what we're playing here. But to give you an idea of how bad Cliffhanger was, which was a beat 'em up, that was the best part of the game, was the snowboarding section. All the testers gathered around and played it for like constant for hours because the actual core game we were testing was just utter shit. Gene Turner was cute in the movie. Yeah, I thought the movie was great for what it was. I thought the opening scene in Cliffhanger when he drops that woman, his girlfriend or his wife, off the fucking cliff was terrifying, man. Did I ever beat God of War in hard mode? No, I did not. I was in Westwood in California in Hollywood, or the west side of LA, when Cliffhanger opened. Me and my friends went the opening night, and we met Stallone. He was there. Back then, a lot of times the movie stars would kind of sneak into the back of the theaters to see how people were responding. And so I met Stallone outside of the Westwood Arcade, which was a great arcade that all the UCLA students went to. And I was stunned because the guy was built like a fucking statue, but he was shorter than I was. And I, at the time, was like 5'6". And I'm like, Rocky's shorter than I am? Oh, shit. Jaffe, focus. Focus, focus. Come on now. All right, come on now. Come on now. If he's 5'8" or 5'9", Panda, I was stunned because I was taller than he was by about an inch. And I know I ain't 5'8", even back then before I started shrinking. And yes, I have started shrinking. Fuck you. Went to the doctor recently, and the assistant or the nurse is like, "You're 5'5". I'm like, "No, I'm 5'6". She's like, "Nope, look." I'm like, "You fucker." I'm almost 5'6", but I've shrunk enough that I No longer reach the 5. Now I'm just fuck. Oh well. I don't really care. Yeah, little man says David Shrinkage Chaffee. See, I look at the chat and I fall off. That's your fault, motherfucker. Yeah, the weight of video game development's bringing me down. Oh, soon I'll be too short to go on carnival rides. That's right. Was Jason McDonald the fastest guy to beat the game in the studio, God of War? It wouldn't surprise me. I mean, I think he's now, I know he was the lead combat designer. I think he's now a director or lead designer. But yeah, he was a really good fighting game guy. So that would not surprise me. But I don't really remember. Yeah, I don't know if the stats of how tall Stallone is are online. If they are, somebody look him up. Let me know. I could have I mean, I know I was taller than he was when I met him. That's for sure. And no, I was not wearing heels. See how long this is? It's like, Jesus, man, come on. Todd Howard 7-1. Yeah, I don't believe you. I was on a panel once with Todd Howard. I don't get the sense the guy liked me all that much. I mean, he wasn't a dick or anything. He just wasn't. Most people you meet, maybe he's just really shy too. He might just be a real introverted, quiet guy. So he's 5'10" according to Google. Interesting. Well, I don't know what to tell you. God damn it, Jaffe, focus. Okay, Chad, I'm sorry. I'm going to have to ignore you for a minute. Okay, Kirstoff is saying he's not 5'10". Just kill me. Just fucking kill me. Come on, here we go. Okay, I'm not going to read the chat. So, like, Cert, I'm not going to answer that. You're going to have to ask me again. Yeah, there are checkpoints. I'm focused. I'm focused. That's all I'm doing. Shit! Just kill me. Fuck it, let's go. It's all I can do not to look at the chat. My ADD is like, I need data coming in. It's like, Jaffe, this is not enough to get your ADD going. Come on, you fucking moron. All right. Shit. Yeah, so there's a checkpoint up here. I did talk to Stallone. He was nice. I met Chevy Chase at Christmas Vacation. He was in Westwood to watch people come watch Christmas Vacation, and he was not nice. He was a dick. You know, we told him how much we loved his movie. He was very standoffish. And that's different. Like, I met Steve Martin, and Steve Martin he came across like he was standoffish, but he's just kind of shy. He's uncomfortable meeting fans. He doesn't look them in the eye. But Chevy Chase was just kind of a rude dick. I'm not going to, but I wish I could tell you who they're talking to about getting in the Twisted Metal TV series, like the actor. But I won't tell you. But I know, haha. But I won't tell you. Isn't that terrible? I know something you don't know. I am a dick. Oh, go over there. Oh, that's what I get. That's what I get. Sally Struthers. I'm not telling you which role. It's not an NDA issue. It's just a trust issue. It's not even a career issue. It's a don't be a dick issue. They're gonna want to reveal their thing when they want to reveal it. That's not my place. Okay, we made it. Goodness gracious.
Hello, Toads. I made my sons delete their...
Are you serious? The Rock told you to fuck off when you said you're a fan? You're joking. Is there any context to that?
Please, return with us. This is Chet from Chet's Sons.
Worried about. The bike was literally the same as when we started this journey.
Am I going to be an actor on the show? I told him I want to come to the set. I should tell him I want to be an extra. That'd be great. I'm sure they'd let me. But The Rock told you to fuck off? God damn, that's terrible. Sorry, sir, what were you asking? Yeah, Brian says Angela Lansbury's in the show. Yeah, that's right. You figured it out. Angela Lansbury is Sweet Tooth. Oh, was he in character? Okay, well, that makes sense, but he's not saying that.
I'll listen later.
Laura, we were just talking about some of the celebrities.
The queen is hiding in an abandoned...
Hogwash says The Rock is only nice when cameras are around. That would be terrible to discover. Keanu's a nice guy. Okay, that's good to know. You've met Kevin Bacon. He told you you were a genius. That's great. It's so not true, AR. AR says he met me once. I told him he was a fan, and I told him to fuck off. Not true. Okay, here we go.
Be careful. It's been years since our last tetanus shot.
You met Corey Barlog? Yep, Corey's a good guy. Your stepdad met Nick Nolte, and Nick Nolte blew him off. That's terrible. So Kurostoffer was at Paramount Studios. A friend of him was showing him a film. I was at a food table. I said, I saw The Rock. I said, hey, I'm a huge fan. And he said, fuck off? Was he joking or he was just like, fuck off? Really? That's terrible. What a dick. Courtney Cox used to rent me videos. That's true. Samuel Jackson was nice. That's cool. You met Troy Baker. Okay. You met Gandhi. You met Gandhi. He was a dick. Okay. Tank enemies. Oh, I already know this. Fuck you. Up, Jaffe, get up. You met Russell Crowe, you bolted the phones down? Yeah. Kurostoffer says, I mean, look, the food table's for everyone. No, I was not working at Paramount. I had a pass. I was allowed to be there. He called security on you? Because you said hi and you're a fan? Jesus fucking Christ, man. That's terrible to hear. Hey, buddy. I'm streaming, but I'm going to take a break from this, and I will. You want to see this game, or you come in later? I'll show you the game. But yeah, I'll make you a pizza soon. Give me a sec. When we stop this and we prep for dark, I got to go make the kid a pizza. Hey, Cal. Oh yeah, if you ate The Rock's food, sure. You want me to make you guys a pizza too? You got it. You got it. Oh, bubblegum spit. Okay, forgot. You know what we've been eating? We have DiGiorno has a new pizza with croissant crust. And it's awesome. Bubblegum works on more than enemies. Oh, right, you can spit targets. I was going to just go tell him to start the oven, but, you know, he ran off. I get the tongue mixed up sometimes. Jaffe, if your children never wanted to move out, would you let them chill at home? I think I would. I'll miss them too much. Yeah, but DiGiorno pizza with croissant crust is fucking phenomenal. I love Pizza Hut, John, but we don't have a Pizza Hut around here anymore that delivers. You were at Cyberpunk at E3. You met Keanu. Big smile, super happy. I made my own Cyberpunk jacket for E3. Keanu asked if he could try it on. Oh, that's nice. That's wonderful. Do you put creator of Twisted Metal in your Tinder profile? Yeah, no. Yeah, I put taller than Stallone. Come on, fucker. Jaffe, focus. You make your own pizza, not a chef, but I learned to do that. Oh, I love making my own pizza. But it's faster. Oh, Little Caesars is great, man. Their pizza is like fucking 2 pizzas for like no money. It's awesome. Yeah, Pizza Hut used to have the best fucking pizza, the deep dish, and they brought it to you in those great fucking pans and shit. And now it's gone to shit, man. It's totally gone to shit. You should call the toad with the low health back in when you eat the fly. Yeah, that's a good point. I hadn't been thinking about that. Focus, it's the locust. What? Okay, gotcha. Little Caesar stuffed crazy bread is insanely good. Yes, I agree. It's all bad for you. Homemade pizza is the best. Yeah, it is if you get the crust right. I hate how locked you are into each attack animation. Are you? I would hate that too. I don't know if you are. Let's see. The jabs are pretty quick. They're not that long. I mean, these are long. I always struggle with these. These are really hard for me to do. Oh, stuffed crust pizza is great. We don't really have a lot of small pizza places here. It's all franchises. Let me get over this chasm here. I don't understand how to do this. B. Oh, because I'm hitting the wrong button. I'm an idiot. I love pizza without sauce. I love it with a little. I don't like lots of sauce. But I'll get light sauce if I can, but no sauce is good too. Grim Reaper, you haven't had non-frozen pizza since pre-COVID? You shut up, Bukaki. Is that because you don't trust a delivery person to bring you pizza?
Some things will just never
Papa
know.
John's is not bad. It's okay.
Some will just have some really, really loose justification.
You're too tired, Dead Space? All right, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us, man. I appreciate it. Danny DeVito has a pizza place? That's pretty cool. Hello, Trey. Good to see you, man. Hello, fuck NASA. Well, okay, how's the game? I really like this game. I think it's a lot of fun. If you listen to some folks in the chat, it's not good. But I think it's a great deal of fun. I'm really enjoying it. Like that move, I don't know how I did that move. Wait, who's nasty in person? Danny DeVito? That sucks. Why can't these people be nice? Oh shit, he knocked me out of that move. Jesus. No clue what that is. It just happened. I'm sure it didn't just happen, but I don't know how to spawn it. Yeah, Battletoads got a new game. It just came out yesterday, Trey. Why do they have to be nice? They don't have to be nice. It would just be nice if they were nice. Because, you know, They present this idea of themselves in the media, not just on the screen, but when they do interviews. And when you discover, and part of the fun, I think, of enjoying a celebrity is, like, look, do I know that The Rock, every time he goes on camera, is playing a character, even if he is playing Dwayne Johnson being himself? Of course, he's on. But at the same time, though, you know, when you discover that a performer you like or a celebrity you like is very similar to how they are, you like that because it you know, you have a weird, I forget there's an actual term for it, you have a weird kind of relationship with celebrities. And it's nice when it turns out to be based on some reality, is what I would say. Explosion, that's right. This is a stick, and then this is a noose. Being famous would suck. When I was younger, I used to want to be famous so bad. I get it, Delta Gamer, but it's not funny. It wasn't funny with the first version, and it's not funny now. You got to work harder, buddy. Oh, Green Day was nice? Oh, that's awesome. My kid's into Green Day. He will be very happy to hear that. I have no idea how I did that. Let's see. Was it this? Oh, okay. It's after the dash? No, it's just in general. I read a study somewhere saying that kids today, the number one thing they want to be is famous, even more than rich. They want to be famous. Oh, Mupo, that's terrible. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. So look, you guys tell me, I want to get past this mansion, this haunted mansion or this theme park and fight the boss. And then after that, if you guys are like, okay, we've seen it, Jaffe, let's move on to the next game. I'll take my cues from you guys. I have a second game lined up for today. So just hit me up when you're ready. I'm going to want to finish this level, but after that, we can keep playing or move on. Get up, fucker. Get up, fucker. Delroy says, let's play something else. John's just here for the conversation. I like the game, but move on. Okay, we'll check out another game. Let me get past this level and we will move on. Play RE4. I'm loving RE4. I got to the castle level the other night. I have no idea how close I am to the end, but it's fucking great. I wonder if Samurai Jack's going to get good reviews, because I might get that for tomorrow. But if it gets shitty reviews, I don't want to play it. Because it might be like this. It might just be too repetitive. It may not be a good game to stream. This is a fun game to play, but it may not be a good game to watch someone play. Thank you, Trey. I appreciate that. Justin Rowland. Who's Justin Rowland? I know that name. I don't know why I know that name. Yeah, Cal's got to eat. Cal will eat, but I'll tell you what. Cal just likes it when I make him shit, which I don't mind. I like making my kids food, but he's more than capable of making himself a fucking pizza. But I do like cooking them food. There'll be a time where they won't, you know, they'll be on their own. I'll miss the dad make me a pizza days, so I'll take them when I can get them. Oh, Justin's the co-creator of Rick and Morty. Got it. Okay. Kuristafa, maybe it's you. Kiristafa, who got told to fuck off by The Rock and got let out of Paramount by security, now says, I was at E3 and I said, yo, Justin, I love you. Security started going after me. What is the deal? Maybe it's you. Do you like have a gun with you when you say these things? Justin then said, yo, hold up. We talked a bit and played video games together. Well, that's pretty cool. I met the Green Power Ranger once. Wasn't the Green Power Ranger the guy that went into the convention with a sword and like was going to hurt people? Is that the one I'm thinking of? All right, what am I doing? Hang on. So that's going to go down. Let's have it go. It's going to go over. And then up. Okay, that'll work. Shut up, Peapod. Oh, it's hard to tell. They're not, our kids are not going back to school until at least after the first quarter. So so they're doing remote learning starting next week. Victor, it does. I love the look of this game. I think it's a beautiful game. What do I know about V? Is that vagina? What is V? Or do you mean V, the TV series? Rob, you're eating carrots and enjoying the stream. Well, that's good. Get up, get up, get up, get up. All right. Oh. V's a 4chan game board. I don't know what I don't know anything about 4chan. I mean, I know what it is. I don't like it. They just, I mean, I've only been over there a little bit, but they seem kind of like a bunch of real toxic people over there. Which I get is the point. And that's fine. I support their right to be that, but I don't want to spend my time on that board. And 8chan, though, is worse, right? Isn't 8chan like the white supremacist version and the racist version? Do I know the host of the tester? Who? Hal Sparks? No, if that's who you mean, I only met him that night when we shot the show. Or do you mean Meredith? What was her name? Meredith someone? I mean, she follows me on Twitter. I follow her, but we don't really know each other. God damn, this level's forever. I promise, guys, when this level's over, we'll stop. I just want to save. Again, I dig this game. I will say I like... Okay, so far, I love the production value in this game. I like River City Girls so far as the brawler of the year for me. Streets of Rage, I don't know if I like this as much. I like... There's parts of this I like more than Streets of Rage 4. And there's parts of Streets of Rage 4 I like more than this. This has a real problem with pacing so far. Like, everything in it I like, but this level and the bike level have gone on way too fucking long. And so that, I have a problem with that. But I like it. It's like, come on, man. How long is this fucking level gonna be? Oh my god, enough. Dead Space. God damn, come on. Is there something I'm supposed to do, maybe? That's why I keep repeating? Okay, enough. I'm wanting to make you something in 3D. I think you might like it. Is there a way I can get it to you? We have a P.O. box. Hit me up on Twitter. I'll DM you the P.O. box here in San Diego. Oh, I saw that the guy tried to kidnap that WWE wrestler. What is her name? Yeah, and he came to her house and he was just waiting for her at her house for like a few hours. Yeah, that was crazy. And thank God her and her friend realized what he was doing and got out of there. Sonya, right. God damn. I don't even know who Sonya is, though. I mean, I guess if you watch it a lot, you do. Sonya Deville, right. You think if you're gonna go for it, kidnap one of the big ones. Right, what is this? Moving hazard, trigger hazard, okay. Yeah, if wrestling wasn't fake, she could beat him up. That's true. Yeah, I would fucking blow Dell's head off. Let's just say that. Okay. What? Oh, I see. Okay. Oh shit. Oh, I see. Okay.
Hey, what do you guys think of this line? I may be zits, but you're the one getting hot.
The art direction reminds you of 90s Warner Brothers? Yeah, totally does. All right, I think we're done. Let me just make sure we're at a good stopping point. But again, I will say,
Don't get mad at us. You asked for feedback.
I didn't expect any.
okay, so that's it. All right, we'll stop. Let me see what I'm supposed to see what's over here. More of this? Okay. So, I mean, look, that's what I think is pretty cool about Game Pass is that let's say and again, I get it. I'm not going to convince you. I'm not going to sell you on Game Pass. Totally fine. But, you know, if I never come back to that game, and I may not, I may kind of feel like, all right, I'm good. I'm like, seriously, that's what it was great. It was like, all right, I paid $6 a month. That's one of the things I got to do for a few hours. I enjoyed it. I don't know if I want to play it anymore. But I feel just like, you know, there's movies on Netflix. I'm like, that was fun. So I dug it. All right. Let me bring up this next game. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a literal 5-minute break. I'm going to go heat up the oven for the kid. I'm going to get a new Diet Coke. Let me bring up the game first so you guys know what we're up to. Hang on. Let me get this ready to go. Un momento. Un momento, friends and neighbors. Library. You want to see my Steam library? You want to see my Steam library? Where did my OBS go? That's not right. Now you can see my Steam library. There it is. I'm sharing it with you. Okay. I haven't played this Ultra Kill demo yet. Huh. And this got an update today. Oh, look at the update. They added a new character today. So cool. So cool. Thank you, Trey. I appreciate it. Alpha Protocol. I tried to play that the other day. I didn't really like it. I bought Indiana Jones, The Emperor's Tomb, and I was going to play it. Oh, look, there's Rob. I was going to play it. Hello, Rob. And unfortunately, it's one of those things that, because it's an older game, doesn't open up in a full screen. And so it totally fucks OBS up, which sucks, because I thought that was a really fun fucking game. But anyway, okay, so we will play Dark. Okay, let me kick it off here. I know I returned it. I owned it. And then I couldn't open it. I owned it for about 3 minutes, and I wrote them back, and I said, I'm good. It doesn't work. And they said, okay, here's your money back. Okay, this is Dark. Here's what we're doing. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. Hopefully I'll see you guys on the flip side. And I'm going to get a drink, get my kids some food, and we'll play in 5 minutes. It's true. I don't have a problem with that review. Bukaki says, most Jaffe reviews. I enjoyed it for a few hours. Don't know if I'll play it again. Yeah. Why is that bad? It totally entertained me. All right. Is this the start? Okay. All right. I'll be back in just a moment. Nom, nom, nom. Nom. Okay. Okay, fellas. Let's play some video games. I got gum, sorry. Alright, this is Dark. It's probably a better streaming game. Maybe not. We'll find out. The next gaming stream, Trey, is tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Thank you, Salvador. I appreciate that, man. I love that game. Vanquish is the shit. Trey, you're fixing to leave. You sound like you're from the South. Come on now. Go ahead, Dell. Say something shitty about this game. Super creative, super different. Hey, it's not AAA. Am I getting Tony Hawk? I might. I'll wait for the reviews. What time are we playing River? I got to check with Calvin if he wants to play tonight. Hopefully we'll play around 10. California. It'll be late. It'll be late. If we play tonight, but I hope we will. Bukaki's it says my pizza review. I enjoyed a few slices. I don't know if I'll eat it again. That's right. Fuck you, motherfucker. I remember Escape Plan on not the Vita, the PSP, right? You can't wait for the day you play games with your kids. It's fun. I really love playing with it. It's a good thing. We get to hang out together, and it's just fun to do. Yeah, I love it. Do I have any guilt pleasure tunes? What is that? What is that? Guilty pleasure tunes? I don't have any guilty pleasures. Every pleasure is a good pleasure. I don't feel guilty about any of my pleasures. It is very much. It reminds me very much of Nightmare Before Christmas. This game. I got one of my nieces into video games. It's adorable, says Rob. Yeah, that's awesome. That's wonderful. Right, there was a Nightmare Before Christmas game. I remember that. It was like Devil May Cry. Yeah. Jav, you should play TM Black with the fans. I don't even know how to get TM Black. I think you can play it on PC, right? You like to listen to girls just want to have fun? Yeah, I don't think that's a guilty pleasure though. I love top 40 pop music. It's one of my favorite genres. A Tool video. I could see that. Okay, what am I doing? A is select. A on is square. Is A, what is A on Xbox? Okay, there we go. Oh, I see. Okay. It's the puzzle. I suck at these kind of puzzles, by the way, just so you know. PS2 emulator for PC to play Black with mods for online. Okay, right. Yeah, I've heard people playing it. Trey says your little brother made me play Bloodborne last night. Not an easy game. Yeah. Yeah, I can't play that game. I really like it, but I cannot play that game. It's too hard. I like it though. All right. Do I listen to game soundtracks? Every now and then I'll put on Zelda, but not hardcore or anything, no. All right, think, Jeffy, what are you doing? I've had like atmosphere music on before. Okay, hang on a second. If I put this here, okay, I'll take that. I have seen, I don't know, old games with textures upgraded using machine learning AI. I haven't seen old games do that. I saw when they showed off Google Stadia that they were doing that in Stadia. Yeah, car combat games just kind of came and went, man. Oh, I guess it has to go there. Designing this would be hard. I guess you design this in 2D. I don't know what I'm doing. Wait, Rocksteady's Suicide Squad game, they've already released a trailer, the Fights the Justice League game? I'm totally interested in seeing that, but I thought they weren't revealing that until DC Fandom, which is such a weird name. Have they put a trailer out yet? I am curious if I'm going to play it, given all the sexual harassment shit going on. I don't understand. Why did Calypso try to blow up Manslaughter? I thought Manslaughter tried to blow up Calypso. There's a bunch of stories about we went into it yesterday. They sent a letter. A lot of the like 10 out of 16 female employees sent a letter talking about how toxic the environment was for women and trans people there. And I guess a lot of people say it hasn't gotten any better. Some people said it was better. It's hard to know what's really going on at this point, but okay, the official presentation is this week at Fandom. Okay. Does anybody know what the fuck I'm doing in this game? So far, I don't like this game. I like the look of this game, but I do not like this game. I don't like this kind of puzzle. Yeah, Little Nightmares, I think, is better designed than this, though. What happens? I can't take the gear into the other room because the only well, maybe I can. I think you're right. I think you're correct. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do I can't speak to that. Do I believe the David Cage sexual stuff happened? I have no way of knowing that. I don't know. You feel too many games lure you in with awesome art, but then they suck. A lot of games do that. You're right. A lot of games are, and they don't try to fuck with you. It's just that a lot of games are primarily art-driven games. And the artists are so in love with their art, they kind of sometimes forget to make good gameplay, or they don't know how to make good gameplay because that's kind of not what they do. This may be one of those games. Little Nightmares, it was okay. I didn't like it as much as Inside. Fanboy Hunter, I don't know what you're saying. Which women were caught lying? What do you mean? Hogwash says the David Cage thing only happened depending on how you played the game. Gamers today only care about the shallow aspect of games. That's a lot of them do. The fuck am I doing in this game? Oh, you mean specifically Zoe Quinn was caught lying? Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow all that shit. This feels so trial and error to me. Keep going to what other room? I did play Mad World. I liked it. I didn't love it. Oh my God, Mupo, the video on the human chicken hybrid was great. I thought so too, thank you. I'm probably going to stop, at least for a while, doing those videos. Do we like this? This isn't good, is it? This is not a fun game to watch. Certainly not a fun game to play. Should I stop this? This is boring. It's boring, right? Yeah, this is done. I've probably played it too long to get my money back. Oh well, it happens. I will tell you about it. You showed that to your students. That's great. Listen to me. Listen to me. They thought the stream was fascinating. Well, that makes me happy because I've been like going, I need to probably stop doing the weird streams because I can't get people to watch them. Literally, I put a video out yesterday about Vanquish and, you know, it did great. And then the chicken video, I can't get more than 350 fucking people to watch the fucking thing. So, I don't know, man. I would love to keep doing that, but the effort it takes to do the weird streams compared to how many people I get watching them, yeah, I don't know. But I'm glad they liked it, and I'm glad that you guys liked the penis video. The algorithm is fucking with me, so I do need to make a separate channel for the weird videos. That's true. I don't want to put less effort in. It's only fun if I put the effort in and it's a good story. It takes a long time to find those. Maybe drop those topics from time to time. Official channel says, I'm sorry, I just randomly fall asleep after work. Why would you be sorry? Maybe I should replace the host of the Jaffe stream. Maybe. Nobody but us watches the weird streams, but they're fun. If I were you, I'd do the weird stuff once in a while. Yeah, I might. I think what I might. The chicken is too weird. At least if you prefer that take. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think a lot of it is. I think a lot of it is if you come to me for game stuff and then you see that, it's weird. I didn't watch them because the title plus the video looks like clickbait. What is clickbait? I mean, what's clickbait about it? It's literally about a woman who fucked or people fucking animals. The chicken is too weird, says Still. At least I prefer your take on game design opinions. Right. No, I think it needs to be a separate channel. That's what I'm going to do, Drunken Bastard. I'm going to get the second channel up and running and then do streams over there for the weird stuff. My students watched the video on the arm and the penis. They thought, wow, science is incredible. Right? Isn't it crazy? Indie platform games, Nathan Drake? What do you mean? Like what? I love the creepy stuff. But yeah, I'm going to put it on a different channel. You edited the part out where I said I would suck it. How old are these students, man? All right, let's see if there's anything else we want to play or we want to wrap it for today. Have you ever made an inappropriate joke at your workplace and women were bothered by it? The only thing that comes to mind is I made a really bad allegory about the PSP, and I was working at Eat, Sleep, Play at the time, and I think it was insulting and it was offensive, and so I did apologize to the whole company and say, I shouldn't have been out representing our game saying stuff like that. But other than that, no. Destruction All-Stars for PS5 vehicle combat game. I mean, it doesn't look bad. It just kind of looks interesting. Well, I appreciate you showing it to him. What was the context that you show him a video about a man who has a penis growing out of his arm? You can look it up online. Look up Jaffe PSP. Look that up. Just look that up. Was that the interview with Olivia Munn? No. Olivia Munn was great. She was great. Let me see if there's anything else we want to play. 1 second. I mean, I could play more RE4. I'm always playing RE4. Come on now. This is a hard game to stream because it requires so much focus. Let's play the Ultra Kill demo. I haven't played this yet. Let's see this thing. I don't mean the weird stuff isn't okay for the channel. I watch other streams. I watch other of your streams like talking about immortality, but the chicken was too much. Got it. Let me kill this. I don't think your highlights are clickbaity. They always represent what it's about. Yeah, I'm surprised you thought it was clickbaity. There's somebody thought it was clickbaity. Okay, Ultra Kill. Did I crash? What the fuck? You enjoy when I talk about ghosts and supernatural stuff. Yeah, I think what it is out, like I said, I think it's because people come to me for games and they don't get them, and the people don't think to come for weird. So I'll try some different things. Okay, master volume, sure. Music volume, fine. Yeah, I will make a new channel. Absolutely, Kirstafa. I wish they made soap for eyes to unsee things. That's cool. The streams were best when you didn't care about views. I've always cared about views. What are you talking about? No, this channel will not be dead. I'll do game stuff, and then I'll do, on the other channel, I'll do weird stuff. I like your mysterious videos like the one about the game that deserved a lot more attention. I was surprised when you said Vanquish. Oh, I see. Yep. More weird shit, says Dynamic Droll. I'll do it. But again, like I said, I mean, I care about views in the sense that video, you can't do both these contents on one channel is the problem. Because when I post a video, for example, about sex with chickens, and you followed me because you like my content on video games, you're going to unfollow. And then the algorithm's going to go, oh, no one likes this. So I need to make it, clear. All right. Press F to punch. Can you guys see this? Okay. Dale's going to love this game. What the fuck? That's slam down. See, Master of Puppets, man? I did want to send everybody cookies, and I wanted to send everybody this stuff that my mom used to make. But yeah, I can't. I'm not allowed to send food in the mail, apparently. So what do I do? Do I... Okay, can I triple dash? Hang on. Nope. I don't know what that means, Peter. Yeah, I agree. That's the one thing I agree with Dell on. It's dividing the subscriber base. That's right. Is Sony sending me a PS5? I haven't asked them. Maybe I should ask them. Would you post on Twitter and Instagram and more people could find your YouTube channel? Rigby, I post on Twitter all the time. Come on, you guys. We're relatively smart humans. Why can't we figure this out? Can I dash up the wall, maybe? Oh, you're shitting me. What the fuck is going on in this game? Hang on. Where's brightness? Graphics. Yeah, Dell is dividing the user base. At least as a fan, I know the stream can be about a lot of topics like politics, blah blah blah. It was cool when it was one day bullshit buffet and other geek topics. I know. It's just it's been really hard for me to find the way to get it all into a stream that makes the most sense for people. I find the game streams so far do the best, and the game videos do the best. If there were more than 1K viewers, the chat would break. It really wouldn't, because I would then only chat with Patreon members. Left. Okay, come on. Victor, thank you for the super chat. He says this studio had better leadership than 343. Look, I don't want to, I don't know what's going on over there, and it's so easy to fucking, oh wait, am I going the wrong way? No, I'm not. It's so easy to fucking speculate. But it does seem, it does seem a little fucking crazy. Thank you for the super chat though. I appreciate it. It does seem a little fucking crazy. I've never seen Father Ted. I don't know if it's a poo-poo studio, Brian. I just think it's weird. There's something going on. I don't know if there's something going on with management. It just, I heard today, you guys saw the story that said 343, they gave, I don't think that this is official, but IGN was reporting that they were claiming that somebody said that 343 was constant, it was outsourcing was a problem, and they were focused so much on the TV show, that's why the game was running behind. So that does seem pretty poorly managed, if that's fucking true. I don't. Have you seen the X Devs reviews, Jaffe? I don't know what that is. Oh, from 343, like reviews of the studio. Come on, you guys. Come on, help me out. What am I doing wrong? Okay, maybe I just dash and don't jump. I bet the problem is I'm jumping. Let's try this. Nope. Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. I think. Okay, well that was closer, right? I don't think you can dash on the wall. Let's try. No, you can't. But I think I can just jump. Just get some more speed. The fuck? We're not having luck today, are we, kids? Jesus Christ, man. Oh my god. I'm about to fucking put Resident Evil on. Fuck this shit. Thank you, 9 Lives, for the super chat and the sticker. I appreciate that, man. Crack says maybe you could do Monday Night Politics, Tuesday and Thursday Game, Wednesday Scary Stories, Fridays Freaky Friday. I've tried that before, and it might be something we try again. It's a good idea, though. My taste in games leaves something to be desired. You don't understand. This is where Dell gets confused. Okay, and I'm serious. I'm totally serious about this. When I stream games, God, people don't get it. Okay, when I stream fucking games, hang on. I stream games to motivate conversation. Unless I'm like a pro gamer, which I'm not, do you really need to come to another stream of just some person playing a game that you can see being played everywhere on the internet right now? I mean, what's the value of that? So to me, it's better to pick games that are like, if you have a party and it's like conversation pieces that get people talking and discussing. The idea of just like, hey, what's hot today? Okay, Fall Guys, let's just stream more of that. How many more fucking people do you need streaming? I don't understand that, man. I don't understand that. I don't get it. That game's, I can't get into that game. Let's kill it. Let's kill it. All right. I'd be a pro gamer at Cliffhanger. That's right. Only the cool people listen to the underground bands. You're a cool gamer if you play obscure and different games. I don't mean to be cool. I also need things that are unique and different. I love Jaffe's pixel appearance on Code Monkeys. That was fun. That was fun to do. Carl Crawford subscribed. Thanks, Carl. I appreciate that, man. It's very kind of you. Would you ever run games on PlayStation emulators? Sure. You either play what you want or play what makes money. Rarely does it happen when both overlap. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to be a game streamer. I stream games because it facilitates conversation, not because I'm like, oh, I want to sit and play games all day. I like to. Okay. So do we want to play anything else? Let's see what we got. Do I want to play RE4? Yeah, I am the gameplay. That's right. That's right, goddammit. I'd love to finish Battletoads. People were getting bored of it, though. I don't like to bore people, man. I'm going to play this game because it's fucking great. I have not played Stanley Parable yet. No, I have not. Hang on. right, sorry guys, I'm getting all the screens set back up. Oh shit, what's going on with my fucking screen, man? Thank you, Bust. I appreciate that, man. It's very kind of you. Why is my screen so tiny? What the fuck? Okay. What the fuck? What in the Sam fucking Hill is going on? I don't know what's happening. Okay, kill that. Kill that. All right, well, here's the deal, fellas, because something's fucked on my computer. All right. Here's the deal. I can see your chat, though. I think I can see your chat. Can it run cry? Yeah, my computer's pretty good. Hey, I'm thrilled you got again. I love Gunfire Reborn. I don't even know what you're looking at right now. Do you see my face? You see the game? I have no idea because my OBS is gone, but I know I'm still streaming. Rigby says, I come to your live stream because you upload classic games and you show people old school games they've never seen in years. They're awesome to watch. Thank you. You're welcome. I enjoy doing that. But yeah, no, I mean, it is what it is. I'm not sure yet. I got to figure that out. But the point is, tomorrow is going to be a traditional Jaffe stream. I don't know if I'm going to do that tomorrow because I might want to make my new channel first. So I'll let you know. But there is going to be a stream tomorrow at 3 o'clock. This stream is officially fucked. But I appreciate all the super chats. I appreciate Rob. Thank you so much for modding the chat as always. Thank you guys for spending some time with me. It's good to see you. You see your YouTube window and your face in the corner. Yeah, I don't fucking know. Oh yeah, you're just looking what I'm looking at. Okay, yeah, I understand. All right, weird. All right, guys, have a good day. Have a good night. I'm going to go watch Joe Biden's speech and make my kids some food. Do I believe every child? Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, see you guys. Thank you guys very, very much. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. Thanks for hanging out.